Hi. Welcome back to Curse of Strahd. To Curse of Strahd. Before we begin tonight's game, announcements. You should follow us on the socials. That's Twitter, YouTube, Discord, Instagram. Is that it?
We have TikToks, but we haven't posted them in a while.
Yeah, the one that I have an idea for is really hard for me to get stuff
I have
on.
ideas for
Thank
it,
you,
but I'm too
Baka.
stupid to edit.
I think that's it because we're not on Twitch anymore. We're on YouTube officially. Hey!
Yay! Become a member if you have
That's right.
extra funds and want to
For
support us. We'll
For the
love
low
you.
price of $2.99.
Yeah, it's cheaper than Twitch. Hot damn.
Isn't that crazy? I don't know. I don't know why it is. Well, we don't get into that.
It's cheaper because Twitch takes a cut.
But we can also, so the way YouTube work is you can choose how much your memberships cost. We chose to make it cheaper than Twitch because YouTube takes less of a cut, so save
That's
people money.
math, baby.
Damn Bezos. Anyway, any other announcements? Meyore, you should talk about your show.
Oh my goodness, don't forget to check out Dragons of Stormwreck Isle at 6:30 p.m. EST on Sundays. Our group had quite the fight recently.
Sunday,
my
Sunday.
Gracious. Are you telling me I could watch that at any time, too? Not just during the premiere time?
Yes, also on
Oh my
YouTube.
We haven't played together in 2 weeks, so it's a little. I'm a little loopy. I think everyone else is probably too. Is there anything
woke up.
else?
I did too. I took an hour nap in between.
I got a
this and
question
Rhyme.
for the recap question.
Ooh.
Oh, you want to? Okay, Grizz. What's your question for the recap?
This is gonna be really bad if nobody gets, like, if somebody doesn't get this. What's the name of my character in Stormwreck Isle?
Oh, I know.
Quick, go to the YouTube.
No, don't go to the YouTube.
No, I know it. I
Whoever
probably spelled
doesn't
wrong.
get it, you're doing the recap.
I am not looking at the YouTube, and I think it's this one, but I always get confused with this one and the other
But
one.
doesn't watch our content. Everybody roast them in the comments.
Oh, get him.
No, it's not that. I always get confused between you and the other name of the person.
The other guy, the other person.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
want to
you
say
can't
it
even
in
think of
case.
another name.
No, it's Big Baller Boss K's character's name. I always get confused with.
Gosh. I mean,
I didn't want to
nothing,
say it, but
Schmolgosh.
Or Genji.
Genji's like, well, it's
Yeah,
not him.
No, I've already given up. So
Genji gave up. Okay. I will say Genji's got to do the recap then, because Smelly Vex isn't actually it, Meyore. But
That's what I
Genji,
put too.
but I knew that you knew, and Equal surprisingly actually got the shorthand name. the nickname.
Surprisingly, I got it right.
He said L, which, technically that's what they all call her. So, all right, you win. Was really hoping for an equal loss on this one, Ginch. You let me down.
you should never ask that type of question.
I do like the cross show trivia though. That's fun. All right.
Who's in recap?
Oh.
Genji, go ahead.
Yeah, recap. The fight continued with the Mad Mage on top of the hill, of the snowy hill. We eventually dogpiled him and beat him silly, unconscious, and that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
The end.
You guys are
end.
assholes, but
Whoa.
it was effective. So, yeah, and that was pretty much it. So, after a struggle on top of the mountain, I think Gundrick successfully hogtied the Mad Mage, and you were attempting to move him down the mountain. Was, I think, what
Yeah,
the
I
plan
think-
was.
Like Gundrick had part of him and Blair had the other part, and just hauling him down.
Okay.
Before we get too far, how do we know who owns that tower? It's the mage's tower, right? if for some reason it is his, because he is wandering without anywhere to be, would he still be able to cast spells in there?
Is Van Richten the mage? If it's his tower.
I don't know if
We-
he owns it. I think he's just squatting.
Oh,
We-
oh.
Right, we know it's not his tower. Bring up a good point. There's no way to know for sure if this one's his or not.
Hmm.
What other choice do we have?
Well, here's to hoping we don't get caught by something on the way there then.
Oh,
And we
what are the
don't
odds
fall
that
down the
happened?
mountain.
Okay, so
my cousin was a billy goat. I think we'll be fine.
who is
Um,
helming the charge down the mountain, and what are you doing to ensure you're going the right way? Because at this point, you are pretty close to like the top of it. It's snowing, and there is still fog kind of skimming the rock around here. The longer that you stay out here, the harder it's going to get. So who's dealing with this?
Do either of you want to take the lead, just so you know myself and Blair don't accidentally misstep on something?
Right, I could do that.
I will say, oh, sorry.
I can do a survival check. Is that all right?
Survival check to see if you can navigate your way using the powers of nature and observation. Yeah.
Ooh.
I got a new die.
Oh.
All my
Natural
old ones were cursed.
one.
Let's see how this goes. It was rolling all right in the test rolls, but as soon as the show starts, you know, it's a natural one.
There we go. There's
Oh,
Chris.
nice.
Oh man. Okay.
I want to say, Equal, before we get off the mountain, Tia actually did go back to that skeleton that was up above the Mad Mage and just took the head off of it. So
Okay.
Oh,
Sure.
interesting.
Ooh.
she has with her.
I will say my natural one is an 8. So, you know, maybe
Here-
that's not too bad.
This is what I want you to do, Roderick. I want you to roll a d8 for me.
Okay. 2.
Abominable snowman. No.
So you go ahead and really start considering what direction you're going, and you begin to lead the group off in one direction. Roll d4 for me as
I
well.
love that band.
They're not a band anymore.
4.
In my heart, they are.
4. Okay. You begin wandering. Do me a favor, gang.
Oh God.
No, jeez.
Describe to me how you tied up the Mad Mage.
Well, we hog-tied him and tied up his hands and we gagged him, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
And as soon as he wakes up, we bonk him on the head again.
Thunk.
That was the
Just
plan.
keep giving him concussions and hope it doesn't
So-
damage his brain too much.
Babushka, give him a good slap.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just gonna look at his sheet really quickly.
Why?
What did you gag him with?
I put some of ripped some cloth off of my sleeve and put it in his mouth, and then wrapped over that, so he has stuff in his mouth, so he can't open and close it, and then sealed it in there with another wrapping.
Okay. So, for the sake of you guys just doing it well, he begins to wake up after an hour, and I'll just say you can clock him. And knock him out again.
Good morning,
Poor guy.
sunshine.
I learned last time just not to fight you guys on this.
Knock it off. Knock it off.
However, after the hour, and Roderick is still leading here, you guys are taking longer and longer. Everyone roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Bum, 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 bum,
Uh-oh.
bum, bum, bum. I've been doing good with con saves today, so let's go.
That's not good. That's not
Alright,
bad.
I lost my character sheet. Dagnabbit.
I lost my character.
12.
12. You're okay.
Hey, that's a
Ooh.
22.
20's
I rolled
okay.
a nice 5.
5.
I rolled a 9.
9. Gundrick and Tia, you
Oh.
take 1 point of exhaustion.
Fantastic. How do I know?
Oh, hell.
Milavoy takes a point of exhaustion. And the Mad Mage. It's okay.
Nothing to be knocked out.
He's all wrapped up nice and toasty.
I could have swore I had an exhaustion tracker on here.
So you guys end up walking for
Looking at it.
close to. Yeah, well, I'll just give it a couple of hours here. That you can tell. Before you guys are completely enveloped in mist.
Hell.
You are not entirely sure which direction you've gone in, but you are still on the mountain, and you are now lost in the mist.
Do you know roughly what time it's at this point?
At this point, whoever wants to try and recall about the right time can roll an intelligence check.
I'll try. Hey, players rolling like fire tonight. 19.
Yeah. It's evening, for sure. You're probably looking at 8, around 8, like 7 or 9 in the evening.
We don't have much time to mess around anymore. If he wants us head tonight, we have to make decisions and fast.
Did the rest of us see Tia go for the skull?
That's up to Tia.
She wasn't being stealthy about it.
So yeah, you did.
Oh, that's very. Tia grabbed the skull. We could just say that's his head, right?
Well, no, that really
Are
wasn't
you-
the plan here.
Yeah, are you willing to bet on that? That he will that he'll think, oh yeah, we just brought him a clean skull.
Here I don't know. Maybe I cut myself, get some blood on my hands. Say I gave it a good shave, cleaned it out, put it in the stream.
I don't.
Also, what's your deception? Our bard isn't here.
I don't think that's gonna work. How much time do you think we have?
Not much. It's already pretty late. Early evening. Late. What do you call 8 or 9 p.m.? Is that early evening to you or late evening?
That's bedtime.
'Cause I think some people say 5 is early evening.
Let's take a
Mid-evening.
moment. Let's pull together our resources, see what we have. Maybe we have something that might help us here.
Okay. Well, I have clothes. I have backpack. I'll just start listing out all the crap he's carrying.
Do you have any potions or anything?
Oh no, unfortunately.
Blair just starts digging
Oh,
into
just kidding. I
rations.
have the one that I bought from the Vistani.
Oh, right.
What
You
kind
spent
is
like
that?
150 on
Yeah,
health potion.
it was expensive.
What kind is that?
It is a. Well, I think it's a regular one.
Blair's just digging into rations. I don't have much. I've sold most of my things for food.
I can't metagame. I know I have something, but I don't know how to be like this thing.
Oh yeah.
Well, you're turning out your items, right? So
Yeah, I spill out some of my items. Among them,
Among Us.
among us,
Us?
there is
Eject. Forgot.
there's rations and rope and stuff. But then you guys, it might catch like Tia's eye or something. The heart thing, kind of poking through the cloth that it was wrapped in. I can't remember what it's called.
it's called a hearthstone.
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 Nope, no
We
H.
playing cards out here?
There's only the first, well, the one H at the front of the word.
Okay. Um. So this is. So this is the thing Strahd gave you, right?
Right, it was proof that he defeated the hag for us, I believe.
Right.
Not sure what it does, but it's the closest,
She's
only
going.
thing in my bag of interest.
That is a beautiful stone. Would Gundrick know anything about this? Like, back in the dwarven lands and gems and shit and working with I guess he was more of a smith, so not necessarily like a miner.
Yeah, you can make a history check if you would like.
I make an Arcana check.
Cool.
Sure.
While they're checking, uh, damn it, Roderick, do you have any way to contact people today, or did you use all of that power?
Let me double check.
I got a 18.
I got 17.
Okay. It would have been a higher DC for you, Gundrick.
Hmm?
I think I'm going to give it to both of you. So for you, Tia, you are aware of kind of the essence of a hearthstone. Hearthstones are carried by night hags, and they are essentially the thing that allows them to break into and out of the ethereal plane. It's a little harder for you to recall because night hags are not actually fey creatures. They are the one type of hag that is fiendish in nature. But you do kind of begin to recall some information either from what Malin has told you, because Malin for some reason knew all about them ugly women. Can't swear on YouTube. Or what it was, whether you had it whispered to you through other fae, or what, you begin to kind of recall some of it. And Gundrick, you must have read it somewhere or something in like the ancient times, because night hags are not in the Underdark at all. But you must have heard of it somehow. You also both begin to piece together that part of the appeal of Hearthstones is they cannot normally, unless you're very good at tinkering, be used to transition people back and forth to the ethereal plane. And one of the reasons that they are so highly coveted and worth so much is that they do have the ability to cure diseases. Which is
Gundrick will
kind
just
of
say,
why you're picking up on it, Gundrick, because you're like, oh yeah, if I really wanted it, that could probably cure my lycanthropy.
yeah, I'll be like, oh yes, I've heard. I think I made a run across a trader at some point, but it is a very, very valuable gem. He had mentioned its uses in curing many ailments. And then I guess, I don't know, Tia, if you want to talk about the night hag stuff. I feel like you wouldn't like super know about that.
Well, this is what really night hags use to go back and forth. So it's not. Well, it's not an actual head of said hag. This proves she can't bother us anymore. And like Gundrick said, has some type of healing properties to it.
How do you use it?
Oh,
Do we know what this or?
You rolled Arcana, so for you, Gundrick wouldn't know this at all. But for you, Tia, traditionally with magical gems, it's either proximity or touch that triggers their effects.
Well, seeing as we've been around it for quite a while and nothing's happened, it seems we would probably have to touch it directly in order for it to use its effects.
Now I'm gonna pick it up in the rag. I'm gonna look at Gundrick, and I'm gonna look at mage, and I'm gonna just
Can you use it more than once?
touch it to the mage.
Well, that I'm unsure at the moment.
Okay.
That is a good idea. He could be very useful. And so could this werewolfness, lycanthropy as well.
You touch it to the mage, Roderick, and
Touch it to his forehead.
you feel that with your high perception and decent arcana, you feel that the stone is beginning to exert energy towards the mage, but something is blocking it. There is some kind of, you would gather, protective layer around the mage that's preventing this. Roll an arcana check for me. Because you're trying to divulge a specific spell or effect.
14.
14. Okay, that's good. The nature of this is not akin to that of Barovian magic, so it's probably something that the mage cast upon himself. You are unable to get the specific spell, but whatever it is, it's fairly strong. You're unsure on how to dispel this outside of for example, dispel magic or something like that. Or you could maybe ask him if he doesn't flip out.
Before I do anything, Blair, you asked me about sending. Yes. What's up? I was just wondering if the monster hunters, the other monster hunters, would know anything that could help us. But if the stone works, then maybe we won't have to.
I'm gonna cast dispel magic on the mad mage.
Ooh.
Okay, do you want to put dispel magic in the chat for me?
Boom, 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 boom,
Sure
boom,
thing.
boom, boom. This doesn't work. We're ripping his head off.
Yeah, let's just do it.
Sorry, brother.
Okay, that is what I thought the effect would be. So, you're casting this at 3rd level.
Yeah.
I will need you to roll an ability check using your spellcasting modifier.
Let's see. What's my spellcasting modifier? Okay, it's +4.
Oh, goodness.
That is 14 again, yeah.
14.
Yep.
You pump in the magic towards the mage, and you see it physically begin to start ticking away at this barrier around him. Unfortunately, you are not meeting the DC required, but you are on the right lines, and you can tell that you're on the right lines.
We're out of options.
Oh, it didn't work.
We could risk taking his gag out, asking him to drop whatever spell's protecting him, and then see if this gem works. Or we can just cut his head off, be done with it.
Also, there is a spell that's preventing it from working?
I believe so.
Okay. Do you think if we took him to the tower, it would break that spell and then you could use the stone?
I don't know that we have time to do that.
Hmm.
If we are still planning on, if this goes south, to bring him to Strahd. So it's, do we want to die by his hand or by Strahd's is kind of the question at this point.
Well, it's hard. I mean, because he's a powerful wizard, no? He could be a great ally. I mean, he did shoot you guys with that lightning right off the bat.
And what's to say he won't do that again if we wake him up and allow him to talk?
Be honest, I kind of don't want to give Strahd the satisfaction of killing us, so I'm willing to take my chances.
He's, oh, go ahead.
I feel like, I mean, I've adventured with these people somewhat. I would know who's got the best charisma. Who's got the best charisma besides me?
Probably Tia. Let's be
Huh?
honest, it's probably
It's
Tia.
probably Tia.
Definitely not Gundrick with a 0.
The fact she says "huh" is not a good sign, but I think
No,
it is Tia.
it is a 0.
Oh, I also have a 0, and so it's gonna. It might be you then, Roderick.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I have.
Wait, what's Millivoy's?
Millivoy's charisma is 14. It's a +2.
Holy shit, it's Millivoy.
Nice. Well, Millivoy, you're the envoy now.
Okay. But Milvoy is way too weak to do this. Like, he's a
Oh,
weakling.
Minded.
crap.
Millivoy-
And Tia and I have disadvantage to his sleep, too, so we definitely should
Oh yeah,
do
you
nothing
both
like
have
that.
disadvantage on any
Oh,
skill checks.
shit. Okay. I hate to do this. I'm gonna put my hand on Millivoy's shoulder. Millivoy,
Yeah?
if anyone's gonna get through to him, it's you.
What?
I love making the DM do his own work. Let's go.
What are you talking?
Listen.
Me?
Listen. We have a healing potion. We were just told we have a healing potion.
Yeah, Gundrick
All right,
has
never mind. Forget I said anything. I'm gonna try and talk to him. Ask him to
I
let
can
his
do
guard
it.
down.
Like, if you want me to, I'll try, but it's weird that you're asking me, though. Don't you think? Like, that's...
I was putting my hand on your shoulder to ask you that if I go down to heal me with a healing potion. That's definitely what I was telling you to do.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense to me.
Trust you to do that.
I will do that.
Yeah, I believe Gundrich has one or something. I don't know.
Hey, you know, it's
Yes,
pretty
yes.
cold up here if we want to do this, like, somewhere else, because it's... I'm
No time.
a little exhausted.
Oh no, you too, buddy?
Yeah, me too.
Everyone, stay back. We know that he's quite capable. I'm gonna remove his gag. Ask him. Tell him that we're trying to help him. If he blasts me away, if there's any way of saving me, try it. If not, best of luck to you. It was good serving with you.
Okay, wait.
Oh wait, I have an idea. What if okay, you sit him up, right, before you take his gag off, and then he's still unconscious right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you like sit him up and then take his gag off and wake him up, but I'll have Babushka right behind him, and then she can grab him if anything goes bad. And I mean, you know, if he blows up, then she just disappears, you know?
That's a good idea. Have her behind him, ready to knock him out if he attacks me. That way you can come in and give me the potion.
Yeah. As soon as he starts saying something that doesn't sound very nice, just bam, smack him in the head.
So if he attacks me, smack him in the head
Yes, if he attacks you.
and come heal me.
Yes.
All
But,
right.
like, don't
Good plan.
remove the gag before he wakes up, because then you want to get your point across, right?
Right. Yep.
Just so we're clear, so we don't all die.
All right,
To
everyone.
speak to him alone, or do you want advantage?
You probably want advantage.
I want advantage.
I'll be there with you.
All right. So, everybody
to
else
not-
though, stay spread out. Heal me if we both go down because I can heal Blair. Understood?
Okay. Yes, yes. All right, Babushka, you stand behind him, and I'll sit over here and try to not look menacing.
Babushka rolls up her imaginary shadowy sleeves. And she kind of like stands. You guys prop him up, and she kind of like stands with the warhammer and kind of like figures out an angle in which she can smack him if she needs to. Which is kind of like one arm around the neck and one hand right here.
Last minute. Okay. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself, and then I'm going to smack him awake, like maybe like spray some water on his face, try and wake him up.
Okay. So you do that. It's been a couple hours since he's been asleep. Okay. So you Go ahead and give him a little smack on the side of the head, and you watch his eyes kind of flutter. Or you do that, sure.
Yeah. Both.
And then you splash him, and then you watch as the water begins to freeze on his eyebrows and on the sides of his skin. As his eyes kind of blink open and look around, and you see, now looking at you, kind of dilated pupils and slight bloodshot veins on the sides of the eyes. As he kind of looks around frantically and is looking up at you, and you hear him try and say something, but it's muffled in the gag.
Yep. Listen, we're here to help. I'm sure your mind, you can tell, is not working the way that it should, and that must be frustrating to someone with an intellect such as yours. Remove whatever guards yourself, your mind, and I can heal you of this ailment. Your mind will be whole again.
And I'll hold the hearthstone in front of him so you can see it, because I assume he knows what it is. And I'll even say it. I'll say,
This is a hearthstone. I'm told it could heal you.
Okay. What's your passive insight?
my passive insight is 17.
Okay, you watch as the eyes are kind of going over to the hearthstone, and there's a tick there. Like, there's a recognition of what that is.
We were trying to do everything but fight you. We're trying to help you. We don't want to have this come to blows. You are much stronger than us.
Okay, so, Roderick, since you're helming this, I would like for you to make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
You add a d4
It's
to
been
it.
it's been under a minute, right? Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Finally.
Finally.
It becomes good eventually.
I get a +0, but it was a 19 plus 4,
Oh, yeah.
so 23.
Plus a d4, right? Or did you roll
Yeah,
4 on your
I rolled a
D4?
4, yeah.
Nice.
Ooh.
Well, the DC on this one was pretty low, so...
Oh.
Ooh, hot dog.
This is a book DC, this is not an Equa DC, so...
Dang,
Yeah.
I dropped my D4.
You watch
Well,
as
we
he
can't
kind
have
of
guidance anymore.
is looking at the hearthstone and looks back up to you, Roderick, and although the head is kind of twitching ever so slightly, he kind of just slowly nods.
I'm going to slowly remove his gag in case there's verbal components to whatever he has to do.
Mm-hmm. You slowly remove the gag, and you watch as his mouth kind of closes and the lips tighten for a second as the jaw clenches. And he kind of like moves his bottom jaw around to kind of set it back in its normal place. He's kind of breathing heavily there for a moment. I have put on a mind blank spell. Let me think here. Practitioners of the Arcane, so just you, Roderick. You can roll an Arcana to see if you know what that is.
Eight.
No
Does
idea.
anyone know what a mind blank spell is?
Sounds like something that you make your mind blank, Roderick.
Makes sense.
Are you able to reverse it at all?
It wears off. Normally takes a day, but I don't know how long I have been unconscious for.
A few hours.
Before the morning it should go.
We have to figure out something by tonight.
Look, we've been told that you're mad. Is that true? Is there truth to it? Can we trust you as we continue the travel down this hill?
With your high insight, and now that you're getting real up close to him, and in the fog, neither Alara nor Gar is here. In the fog, it is hard to see people. You aren't even sure if all of your group are still around you as they kind of fanned out. But now that you're up close to him, you can kind of really get a good look at his face, and you can see conflicting sides to him. There is the madness that is there, that is, and now that you're up close, definitely artificial. He's not holding himself in the regard of someone who is used to not being able to think straight or in a normal way. And that conflicts with the side of him that probably is normally there, which is probably quite intelligent and composed. And he's like really thinking for a moment, and you kind of hear him under his breath begin to mutter about servants of Strahd again.
I'm gonna regag him.
And you regag him.
Sorry. We will heal you in the morning once your spell is over. Try to trust us if you can.
I'm gonna look up the babushka and nod. Okay. Oh, yeah, I guess she smacks then, if he's nodding.
My pleasure. Boom. For the purpose of this, I'm removing hit dice from him, just so that we can get that out of the way. Yeah, he knocks out again. I don't know if you guys remember my homebrew rules for getting unconscious multiple times in a day, but it does start to affect you the following day. Just so that you're aware.
What can we do?
Safe.
How many times have we knocked him out?
3.
This is the third time.
Gar's knocked out like 10 times. We're fine.
Yeah, okay, so he's not dead exhaustion yet.
No, but we need to get somewhere safe if this is our plan now.
Right, let's get off this mountain.
Sorry, guys, I spaced out there for a second. What happened?
We died. We're all dead now.
Oh, it makes sense.
Actually,
Now
Tia,
we did the plan.
I also want you to roll an Arcana check to see if you can identify the spell that he was talking about.
Sure.
Because I think you might have heard of it. There's some fey creatures who do weird things like that.
9.
Now you don't know what it is.
Fantastic.
So, Roderick, you said the spell was blocking it. So he'd be asking this is like if we're starting to move down.
Yeah, as you're traveling.
Not just like trying to hold up anymore. I'd say, if you said the spell was blocking it, and then he said they cast a mind blank spell on himself, is there any reason something like that would resist your curative stone? I don't... Like, it doesn't sound like something that would protect you, right?
You might be right. Not sure, I'm not familiar with the spell.
I just wonder if... I don't know, just speculating, but is it possible that even something else still could maybe be what's resisting it? Because would making your mind blank make you crazy?
Oh no, I don't believe the mind blank is what's causing him to be mad.
Oh, okay.
It's what's shielding his mind.
Interesting. Well,
As if he
what can you
cast it
do?
upon himself to keep the voices of his madness at bay.
Oh, that actually sounds pretty smart. I like that. Well, and it's not going to wear off for a day, and then
Not till morning.
we are headed back to the tower. Yes.
Best we can.
All right. Well, hopefully. Oh, what were you saying, Blair?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'll follow you if that's what you think we should do. Just know that my vote is for just taking his head off and bringing it to Strahd. Safety, keeping yourself alive is my priority, but if you think we can get something out of this, I will follow you.
Yes, at least to me, I don't know about the rest of you, but it seems like if we can make this man sane again, He'd be a great ally with his
Yes.
magics.
If we do keep him alive, we have to prepare to face Strahd's wrath. And we've definitely been in better shape before.
Oh, that is true. It just feels wrong to kill a man with these ailments. For I hate this.
You will find that there is a very thin line between the sense of right and wrong here.
Yes,
No.
but this mage did nothing wrong.
Yes. But, and I'm saying, I will go with this. I'm just saying, it will probably cost us our life. So you have to weigh over doing something wrong and staying alive, essentially.
Well, you can't live forever.
We have gathered quite a large amount of allies.
It is true. If we could
We have?
Van
Have,
Richten.
Who knows if he's alive? If Esmeralda's alive.
Tia
If
just
Malin and
remembers.
Irina are alive.
Tia remembers what happens back in Barovia and Envelaki, and she just remembers being chased out.
Look, if anyone's alive still, it's Van Richten and Esmeralda.
I have my best hopes for them. But even us coming out alive, we ended up with a werewolf.
I haven't really thought about this. Maybe I would have noticed in the couple months I was here. Does Strahd have any sort of standing armies or anything like that? Do we need to be worried about potential
He's got plenty of people
guards?
that are on his side.
Yes, because I don't know if we have quite enough allies to have an actual battle if you were to bring men and surround us. Oh,
Your
Let's
mind,
try to get off this mountain the best we can.
as you say that, Gundrick, your
Yeah.
mind flashes back to the small army of vampire spawn who just laid siege to Vallaki. That
Ah,
you saw.
yes.
I remember that town he burnt down with ease.
there were quite a few of those vampires in town. Oh,
So, how are you guys attempting to get off where you are?
Can I help Roderick this time by trying to? I know it'll be slightly different because of the mountain, but Blair has traveled these lands a lot. Trying to notice where the wind's coming from, and I assume we're a little too far north if we're in mist. If we're differentiating mist and fog up here, I don't know. Because
I
it's
say we all-
specifically than mist, so I assumed it was oh, this is the bad stuff. We don't want to be in this.
We should all jump from the highest peak we can find
Okay.
to solve our problem.
Suicide pack. I mean, unalive pack, maybe.
Unalive.
Okay, so you want to assist Roderick in a survival check.
Yes, to try and
Okay.
go the right direction.
So here's what I need you to do, Roderick. I need you to roll your survival with advantage. If you're doing that.
That is a good roll. That is a 25.
And then I need everyone to roll me their own individual survival checks. Because you are,
okay.
in fact, in the midst of Barovia. And as Guy and Lauren found out, it's very easy to get separated in the midst of Barovia.
Fantastic.
Before anything happens any further, who is holding our captive? So we know where that
I
ends
assume
up.
it's Blair and Gundrick still.
Yeah, that's what I was
Just
thinking.
Tia
Okay.
can't.
No,
So Blair and Gundrick, you're going to take the higher of the two. But Tia, you're rolling individually. Roderick, you're rolling individually. And Milivoy is rolling
and then
individually.
Tia and Gundrick have disadvantage on this, right?
Oh, shiznit.
You do because
You are
you're
right.
exhausted.
Oh God, I rolled bad too, Gundrick. You have to do good.
I'm sad because one of my rolls was a 17. We'll see. Oh, okay. The other one was a nat 20, which would have been
thank
cool, but
fuck.
17 is
Am
still
I-
good.
Am I rolling survival again?
Actually,
Or
no,
was the
you
night-
don't.
With a 25 for me.
Yours
Okay.
is set.
Oh, it hurts to have a 20 on a
So
disadvantage.
Thank God, because I got a 6 on mine, so thank God I'm attached to Gundrick.
Tia gets a 9. Okay.
That is a 9.
So, Roderick, you begin leading the way. As you trudge through the snow and the rock, your feet begin to hit slightly more traveled pathways, and you realize that you are coming back into the area where your previous battle was. And as you look around, you see behind you Blair and Gundrick holding the Mad Mage, and no one else.
Do I know if people go in the mist, do they like teleport, or like is there a chance I can run in there and find Tia?
Super good question. Roll a wisdom check, just straight wisdom, because this is more just general knowledge for you about your area.
Dude, now I'm rolling good. That's a 21.
Mist doesn't teleport you. The mist drags you away and basically leads you back into Barovia, but you are not sure where exactly it's going to lead them back into Barovia. It'll just be somewhere within probably, if you're lucky, probably a mile either way.
So I have a pretty good idea. If I ran into the mist right now, I wouldn't be able to find Tia.
It depends on how far or how long they've been gone for. If you would like to attempt to, you can do that, but you risk coming out not with your group.
Right. We gotta trust in Tia.
And Milovoy.
Oh, Milovoy's with Tia?
Oh.
Milovoy just didn't come out either.
Oh.
Oh no.
Hopefully they are together at least. Maybe.
All right. You two. Here's the gem. I'm gonna run in, I'm gonna try and find them. You stick to the plan. I'll message you if I get out of here. Tomorrow.
Alright, we'll head to the tower. If you don't catch up with us.
Good luck, Roderick. Best luck on your hunt.
Gonna hand it to Blair, specifically.
Cool.
I'm gonna run in
Okay.
looking for Tia and Milovoy.
We'll start heading towards where we think the edge of the mountain is, so we can chop him, the Mad Mage off it.
Okay, so wow, the group is real split right here. So, Roderick, you run in back into the mist, and immediately your vision begins to become heavily obscured, as is the nature of this thing. What are you doing to try and find them?
I mean, I'm gonna start by yelling, "Tia, Milovoy," you know.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying my best to retrace our steps. I know that's kind of hard in here, I'm sure, but
So, Tia, roll a d8. I'll make Milvoy roll one as well. Oh,
Or
that's actually the best one you wanted to do. The d8 counts as direction on a compass. Roderick, roll performance to see if you can yell out over the snow.
10.
10. Okay. Tia, you were following them at one point, bringing up the rear as you do. And at one point, you just saw Gundrick's squat dwarven ass go a little further into the fog than you would have liked, and you ran to catch up and there was no one there. And you wander for a good while. You begin to lose track of the time before you start to hear ever so faintly off to your left a little bit. Sounds a way away. Roderick?
Milovoy, Tia.
do I just hear? So I probably can't make out if it's my name, but I can tell if his voice. Do I tell how many syllables are going out of it?
You can call out the specific idiosyncrasies of his voice. It's kind of hard for you to pick out exactly what he's saying, but you're pretty sure it's Roderick, and you do get kind of like beat beat. So it's some kind of syllables.
Okay. She's going to start walking towards it.
Okay. Roderick, you keep calling out, walking as you go, and just to your left, you begin to see a small figure approach through the mist.
Yeah.
It's Tia.
Oh, I don't know where everyone went. Hopefully everyone's with you, right?
Meyore not with you.
That's not good.
Damn it.
You want me to go back in and look for him?
We'll have a chance of losing each other if we do that.
Well, do you know where he might end up?
He could go anywhere. Get in my bag.
What? A pardon?
You're in my backpack, I can't lose you.
All right. She'll climb on into his backpack.
Yeah, it's a good plan. You keep calling out. No one else is coming. You have now a choice. You can go into a different direction if you want to and keep calling out. You can stay where you are, or you can go back.
I'm gonna try one more time to find Meyore
Are you staying where you
before I
are?
run back. No, I'm gonna run a different direction.
Which direction? Right or left?
Right.
Oh, God.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your performance.
Meyore!
Another 10. This die's broken.
You're calling out and you're calling out, and you stay like that for a good bit of time. Nothing's coming.
Strahd can't find us if we're lost in the mist.
Just stay here forever.
You see Tia just give you just a dumbfounded look. It's like, what? Oh, yes, he can't, but it doesn't do us any good if we're stuck here as well.
Do you have any ways of finding anyone?
She looks through her bag.
No
Crowbar.
spells?
I could speak with animals, but I haven't seen any here.
Shoot.
That's
Alright.
awesome. I didn't know that.
He's been trying to speak with animals.
He's been
every
trying to do it for
session.
like
I've
20
been trying.
seconds. Yeah.
I'll have to try and reach out to him tomorrow. Hopefully he can survive whatever's thrown at him.
So when you go in the mist, do you just stay in here, or do you like what exactly happens?
You wander and wander. Sometimes things come out to try and get you. Sometimes it spits you out back into Barovia somewhere else.
Maybe he got spit out at Strahd's place. You know, it's possible.
That wouldn't be good.
Well, no, it wouldn't. No, but you know,
It's a good point. Hold on, let's go find him.
I'm gonna run looking around for him again, just casting guidance on myself over and over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah, roll a performance check for me.
Can I add guidance or no?
Sure, yeah.
Yes. Okay. That's a 12.
A 12.
That's better.
It's a little better. You're making a lot of noise up here, and you're not finding anything here. We are very briefly going to swap to Blair and Gundrick as you begin making your way down. How are you guys making your way down to the base? What skill would you like to use?
Have we made it to where we can start climbing down?
At this point, you're just setting off from where you were with Roderick.
Okay.
Guess survival would be the best skill, right?
Yeah, probably.
So one of you can roll that with advantage.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a natural 20 on the first one, so 23.
Nice.
Nice. So you begin making your way down, and you are having a much easier time than Roderick was finding your way out.
We've gotten back to the landscape we're at, and I recognize some of these things.
Uh,
Once we start climbing down, would Babushka be able to help you carry him, and I could go ahead and look for paths that would be safer for us?
oh, well. I think so, because she can grapple and move, so presumably could assist with that, I would think. Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Unless the DM says no.
Yeah, you can do that. That's totally fine.
It would be helpful if you have her for the journey back as well, because then I can intercept things that try to come at us, instead of just both of us carrying a body as a monster runs us down.
Oh, that is smart. Also, maybe we should tie a rope between us because, oh, I'm so tired and I feel like I might get lost if I'm not paying attention that well. Oh, exhaustion.
Why are you saying that so nonchalantly, as if it doesn't matter if you get lost or not?
No. Yes, this is it. Yes. I think that would work, right? Just, I don't know, just tie it around our waist. That way,
I'll
you can
tie it
lead.
around your waist, and I will hold on to it in case I have to get away from you. Then we're not tied together.
Oh, that's a good point. Especially like if you fell off the cliff and then start yanking me off the cliff too, that wouldn't be very good.
Yes.
All right, well, here's my leash, I guess.
So, you
Gotta have
guys,
the dog on the leash.
yeah, you guys tie ropes and begin heading down. Spell check is really good. Baka,
Yes.
you're leading this charge. You got a coin on you?
A coin?
Mm-hmm.
I can.
Go ahead
Or I
and
can get a.
just
Odds,
get
evens.
anything. Odds, evens here on the consequences of Roderick's actions. Go ahead and flip a coin.
I'll use a D4 because all my coins are on the shelf behind
You
me.
can use a D4. We'll do odds of the bad, evens of the good.
Oh god.
Even 4.
Okay. It's a good thing. You guys start making your way down, and a couple minutes go by, and then something, even in the snow, kind of briefly picks up on your ear, and you kind of look around, and you see maybe 120 feet off a small avalanche caused by the large yelling of Roderick on top of the mountain is making its way down the side of Mount Baratok in a different location from where you are.
Oh
You do
my.
it quickly and quietly. We don't want
Yes,
to be out
yes.
there much longer.
Babushka, stay quiet, yes?
But you guys are totally fine. You guys are just going to keep making your way down. I'm not going to make you roll anymore. A natural 20 is good enough for me. I do, however,
Hell yeah, Blair.
need everyone to roll another constitution check.
Oh boy.
Saving throw or check?
This would
Oh.
just be... What is it in rhyme? It's a check, right?
For trying to be against the coldest saves. Yeah.
Then do a save.
Oh, thank God, okay. A save is not an ability check, ladies and gentlemen.
The misty people still roll this.
Yeah, you're on top of the mountain.
Alright.
17
man,
for
I am
Blair.
rolling like
Oh
dog
God, Tia, that's not good for you.
No.
Luckily, you're riding on Roderick, so it doesn't actually affect you too badly.
Yeah,
Got a 24.
that is a
Nice.
5.
Okay. Tia, you're at 2 levels of exhaustion here.
Oh no.
As you and Roderick exit the mist.
That's good. I rolled a 5 total.
You are 1 level of exhaustion right now.
Yikes.
So Tia and Roderick, you're out of the mist, roughly in the same spot where you were, you think. What are you doing now?
Try to catch up with the others.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I think I'm getting a bit tired.
Alright. I guess we're gonna try and catch up with the others.
You are. So, Roderick, are you choosing to do survival again, or would you like to use a different skill to try and navigate your way down the mountain?
It's becoming harder each time I use survival.
It's becoming harder, just
I've
in
only done it
general,
once, right?
because now you have fresh snow covering parts of the area where you were.
And you have disadvantage now.
I feel like since we're up on the mountain, like I know it's probably a little hard to see because it's like snowing or whatever you said.
Mm-hmm.
But can I use perception to try and see which way is down and which way is safe, and maybe see footprints?
You sure
Stuff.
can, Roderick. You sure can.
Alright.
Go ahead and roll your perception check.
Guidance, because I'm looking for prints as well. I feel like that's one action that can guide.
Sure, I'll allow it. I want you to
Yes.
survive here, Grizz.
Okay.
I want you to know
So this is a 16 plus 7 for, what is that, 23 plus 3 for 26.
that. And was that a
Thank you, Baka.
disadvantage because you are exhausted?
Yeah, I rolled a 16 and a 15.
Awesome.
Nice, nice.
So, despite you kind of come out and you're like, "Oh, that's weird. Half this area is different now." But you do manage to just about pick up on some tracks that lead down the side of the mountain. You do not see Blair or Gundrick, but you do kind of make out pieces of where you were and the direction that you came from.
That way.
So you keep going down. Okay. So, I don't want to punish you guys anymore.
What?
Barovia itself is gonna have
Bring it on.
encounters as you walk through to get back to the tower, but I'm not gonna punish you guys for being on this mountain anymore. Blair and Gundrick, you get to the bottom within time, and it does take some time. You guys were walking the better part of like half a day up here. And it's always harder to go downhill than uphill.
Depends how you do it.
The way that you're doing it, it's always harder to
Without
go
getting
downhill.
hurt is a little harder, yes.
So it takes you a decent bit of time, but eventually you do begin to feel the incline of the mountain lessen and mellow out, and you see the treetops of the Svalich woods before you. Are you choosing to wait for your group, or do you want to keep pushing on?
We were told to just go to the tower, and Roderick will contact us in the morning if he has to.
Okay.
Do you think they're doing okay?
Probably not. My Nonna always warned me as a child if I went into the mist, we'd never see each other again. So I can only assume that. But we don't have time to think about that. We have to get out of here before monsters get whiff of us, or even worse, if Strahd gets whiff of what we're doing.
Oh yes, let's definitely get him out of sight.
You and Babushka stick to the paths. Some monsters fear to go on them. I'll kind of tail in the woods. Since you have to move slower, I'll stealth so they don't know I'm there. That way they go after you and I can hit them before they get to you.
Is it misty down here too, or?
There's always kind of a faint layer of fog down. Right now it's not too bad.
Okay, so it's not like lose each other bad, so we can like drop the rope thing and she can hide in the woods.
Yeah,
this
realistically,
isn't mist anymore.
Okay, gotcha.
The real dangers of that are on the outskirts of Barovia. When you're inside, you're not really at risk of losing each other.
Okay. Oh yes, that sounds like a good plan. Wonderful. We'll start moving then.
Okay, so the plan here is for Gundrick and Babushka to carry the Mad Mage out in the open, and for Blair to follow in the woods.
Yes. And kind of stealth, because they have to move slower since they're walking with a body.
Right.
And then,
So
if
let's-
anything decides to come after us, they'll hopefully go after them first, and I can hit them before they get to them.
Let's say you guys emerge right there, right here. Which way do you want to go? Do you want to follow the stream down to Lake Zarovich? Or do you want to go around the outside?
Around the outside. Kind of. Well, actually, I think around the outside is faster. From an overhead view, I don't know how much metagaming that means. Because we came from around the outside to get here, right?
Yeah, we did.
Around the outside is probably a little
Yeah, because
slower.
we went past this nice little landmark over
Yeah.
here.
It's probably slower to go all the way around the outside if you're around the outside. If you're not cutting through the woods at any point. If you cut through the woods at some point, your journey is going to shorten. That would either
Stay
be
out of the woods if we can.
like right here or
Got
right
3
here.
3 miles.
So you're gonna go around the outside. Okay.
I think that's the best idea, unfortunately.
Which is
There's
good.
just so much ground to travel.
It is the way that you came, so even Gundrick can kind of just follow the outside of the forest and go down. However, it does take a while. I need one of you to roll d20.
I have a question.
I have
If they're
another.
kind of backtracking now to go around, does that give us enough time to kind of see them as we're coming down?
That'll depend on a roll.
All right.
I rolled
I
a 4.
believe in you, Baka.
I can't remember if the high numbers are bad or the low numbers. I rolled a 4.
Roll 4. Okay. You guys begin going through. And back, I need you to roll a stealth check for me.
Blair stealth is decent. Hey, that's a 17.
Keeping nice and low and just following from a distance. You keep an avid eye out to make sure that no one is encroaching on Gundrick and the Mad Mage. Roderick and Tia, you're kind of one unit right here, since Tia is sitting in the backpack.
Oh, I thought you got out. But yes, if you want to sit in the backpack, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's up
I
to Tia,
am
I
there.
guess. Oh yeah, I figured you would be considering your exhaustion. Yeah, so Roderick, you're kind of huffing along. You come to the base of the mountain. Roll a perception check to see if you can find your allies.
Is that with disadvantage as well? Does that do that?
Yes, it is.
Exhaustion.
All skill checks are disadvantage.
Guidance.
You can do that, that's fine.
All right,
Can Tia
11
help
plus
him?
1 for 12, and then plus 7 for a 19? That math?
Yep, that's correct math. Quick
Yep.
maths.
Quick
3
maths.
plus 2 equals 3. Minus 4, that's 7?
You get to the base. I love the innuendos that I've been saying today. You get to the base of the mount and look out over the forest. You are unsure of which way Blair and Gundrick would have chosen to go just looking at it. And you really keep an eye out. You don't see them through here. What you do notice is that they didn't go down to Lake Zarovich. So either they went down and cut through the forest to get straight to the tower, or they went all the way around the forest. One of those is safer than the other, although only minuscule. But they definitely didn't go straight south.
Maybe we went this way.
So we kind of ended up where they ended, right? Is that what you're saying? Like we got spat
Yeah.
out where they got spat out?
Yeah, you rolled high enough for me to be like, fuck it.
All right. Tia, here's our choices. We cut through the woods. Might give us a chance to catch up with our allies if they chose not to. Or we go the long way, which is slightly safer.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. We're off the mountain, which is good. As long as we know in like what general direction we're going, we could probably take the safe way. I mean, you know your way back from the tower here, right?
I think so.
Roderick, that did not sound confident. I'll ask one more time.
DM, do I know my way back from here?
You're a smart enough guy. You loosely know it, and Barovia is kind of your area.
Yeah, I can get us there either way. Through the woods, around the woods, either way.
All right, great.
I can taste the disengage action all the way through the woods.
Okay, so
I'll
you're
leave it to
going.
you then.
You're going to cut through the woods to chase after them.
No, I think Tia want to go around, right?
Wh-
You were
which
saying?
my speed is halved. I'm just letting you know. So
Well, you're in my backpack.
yes, but if you get in a fight, my speed's halved. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, so you wouldn't be able to. Well, yeah, I mean, stay in my backpack.
Sure. Whichever way you want to take, I'm good.
I
So
don't know.
Just fire off his back as he's running.
No, we'll go the long way. Screw it. Stay safe.
Okay. Roll d20 for me.
That's a 18. I'm not adding anything.
No, but you can roll a d12 and a d8.
Uh-oh.
D8. All right.
I don't know what you're supposed to roll on these.
Uh,
I don't know
I
what to
think it's
root for.
15 or higher as an encounter.
The D12 is a 10.
Mhm.
The D8 is a 1.
Oh.
11.
Is it good?
Yeah. Oh, you don't need a
I
I don't like
Oh,
that
just add
smile.
'em.
I don't like that smile.
Oh, that's bad.
I mean, to be fair, it's the two of the stronger characters are with each other, so that's good.
It's a random chance encounter that says someone trapped in the mist comes out and finds you. Oh, look, Meyore. There we go.
Oh, he's rolling how many things show up.
You hear them before you see them.
Oh god.
Should have got through the woods, damn it.
It's a bunch of mice.
It's
Bunch of mice.
it's the sound of what chased you out of the tower to begin with.
Penis hands.
I could have challenged their leader. Why wasn't I with them?
They are
We're dead.
We're dead.
okay.
We're dead.
You are
Just put a moonbeam behind you and run.
you are
I
here.
have first level
we'll say.
spells left.
Oh shit.
You are
I'm nearly
here,
dead.
and they are coming from right around there. Right around there.
Right around there.
Maybe they just want to save them to eat them for later, so they take him to werewolf jail.
How's Tia's HP look?
I'm good on HP.
Yeah, she should
I
be
start
full.
I start casting healing word. No, cure wounds. I have cure wounds prepared. Cure wounds on myself
Okay.
over and
As-
over again.
As you do so, your pace slows, and you are making noise, and faint bits of light are emanating from your palms as you harness the divine energy that you use for healing. And as you do so, you can't help but briefly look back every once in a while to know how close this pack is. And Tia, you are keeping a good eye out. You have dark vision. And it is dark, and the moon is mostly covered, so your dark vision extends to 60 feet. Or 120 feet, and then whatever. And as you're going, in the faint flashes of light that emanate from Roderick's hand, you can just make out tiny little glints of reflection. 120-ish feet away on top of that hill, you make out 2 small glints, and then they're followed by 2 more behind, and then another 2 behind. At what
So
point do you
2
guys
as
start
in a-
running?
So 2 as in a pair.
2 is in a
It's-
pair of eyes, yes.
Okay.
As soon as I'm done casting my spells, if I'm allowed to run, I'm running.
Yeah, you can run. You have a speed of 60 feet. I'm pretty sure they're faster, but I'll double check. Yeah, this one right here. Yeah. You have a speed of 60 feet, so you start dashing straight down. And you begin to hear the pattering of paws. Both of you have pretty high perception. Here's what you get as you're running. First of all, if there's a werewolf in there, it's probably only 1 or 2.
That's good.
Most of these are just wolves. However, there are a lot of them. Like upwards of 10. So, are you just running?
I mean, they can probably sniff you out. That's what I'm worried about.
Tia, go without me. If you have to, hide in the woods. I'm the
Are
only-
you sh-
I'm the only one
sure?
who can damage the werewolves. I can't hide either. This is the play.
Do we know how close we are from the tower?
You can't see the tower right now because of the nighttime, but if Roderick ran full speed, 10 minutes.
Look, there's no other way. Run now, and do me the favor of finding Milavoy when you can. Protect the boy.
Roderick, you're not making this easy. Are you sure you just don't want to keep running? You know, we might have a chance.
You go hide if you can. Run into the woods. Do whatever you have to. I'll continue the run, but make a distraction. Get their attention on me.
The running is getting closer, 90 feet
Go.
away.
All right. Well, she'll get out and she'll go hide in the woods and kind of keep moving.
I'm gonna start clapping my hands above my head as I run.
Okay, so Tia, you're gonna roll a stealth check. It's a normal roll because Roderick is giving you advantage
All right.
as you slink away into the night.
That's a 20.
A 20. Okay. You, with your feline grace, land silently and just scuttle off. You're keeping running, Roderick?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep running as long as I can while also being like, over here.
Okay. You keep running and running. You make it another 60 feet. And then 60 feet. And now they are about 30 feet behind. And you are convinced that this next round they're going to catch up with you.
At the 30 feet mark, I'm gonna turn and make my stand. I'm gonna Sacred Flame the closest thing.
Okay. As you turn and you illuminate the radiant energy from your hand and send it out, you watch as it streaks into the center of this mass of wolves. And as it does, why don't we take a break there?
All right.
This is a very interesting combat here. We'll be back here in just a couple minutes to continue this encounter. And oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Jeepers creepers.
We'll see if Grizz is on character number 3. Alright, we'll be back. Okay. I forgot we don't actually have breaks anymore because it's just one video. So, let's... While this is happening, Blair and Gundrick, I want to point out here, since you are carrying an individual...
Well, it's Gundrick and what's her Babushka's carrying the individual.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your movement is still slowed a little bit.
Yeah, and that's why I'm able to move stealthy. Yeah, I was betting on that.
So, you guys are walking down. Nothing is happening. You know what? We'll odds evens this, whether this happens with Roderick right now behind you now, or when you get to the tower. Who wants to roll? You know what? Meyore, you roll. If it's odds, if you roll an odds, then it's happening right behind you. If you roll evens, then you get to the tower.
Okie doke. Let's see. That is a 3.
Okay. You're walking down. You guys are about here. And you hear the howl of wolves behind you.
Run to safety.
Then you see small flashes of light. Just this little... And the howling is replaced by the very... It's faint from where you are, but the faint sound of running. What do you guys do?
So wait, you said we were like right here?
Yeah, you're about right there.
Okay, so that's still like 3/4 of a mile away, right? Like, if
That-
we ran back, wouldn't that be like at least 10, 15 minutes later?
1 square is 1/4 of a mile. So you are right there. So you're about half a mile away. But whatever is happening over there is coming closer to you.
Gotcha. So flashes of light and howls of wolves, right? That's all
Yeah.
we got.
So you two kind of are at this point now where you can identify. If you wanted to run to the tower, you could probably get there before whatever that is hits you. Probably. Or you could turn around and see what it is.
Blair, or oh no, he's not gonna say Blair. He'll just be like talking out loud, trying not to give away Blair's position. That is a lot of howling going on behind us. I don't know what is going on, Babushka, but we should probably keep heading to the tower. Yes, do you think that's a good idea? Or I don't know, maybe if there was like some knocks, like one knock on tree for yes and two knocks on tree for no, or bang your hammer on your shield or something.
Blair whisper from the woods. If anything's listening that hears that, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth checking out or not. Let's keep going.
What's both of your perceptions? Just passives.
14.
13.
14. So, I mean, you're familiar enough with Roderick, and you are aware of kind of the plan for them to follow you. You recognize the light, which is unnatural and instantaneous, to probably be some form of magic, and your brain goes, oh, well, it's probably Roderick or some other caster.
Keep going to the tower. I'll go check it out.
That's all you know?
You're not far. You should be fine.
Okay. Best of luck, Blair. Help him if you can. And
Remind him there's lightning, please.
Oh, he knows. Oh, shiznit. Blair, do you still have the stone? In case you don't make it back.
She'll toss him the hearthstone.
Thank you.
With slight hesitation.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, she like make sure it's wrapped up.
I
So
was
it's
gonna
not
say.
fall out the cloth.
Yeah, he'll
If
take
there's some
that
left
and
over in
start-
that after you do that, think about using it on yourself. As she takes off along the wood line back towards.
Oh, goodness. Babushka, I hope they can make it. But got to
I'm
carry
already
out the
gone.
mission.
I'm already
Yeah,
gone.
oh no, he's just talking to Babushka at this point.
Oh no!
and then
to the
let's
person in
double
chat
take.
trying to tell me what to do.
Yeah, but
Let's go.
Bush is like, I gotta say, you are confusing me really bad with all of the banging the shield and the knock once on the wood stuff. I don't know what you are trying to make me do. Just say go or not.
Let's go, Babushka. I was trying to contact Blair without being inconspicuous, but I guess that didn't work very well.
Without being inconspicuous.
Let's just go, Babushka. Let's hustle.
So Blair, are you running full pelt? Or are you still
Uh,
sneaking?
Yes, I'm gonna go full pelt because I need to get to whatever's happening as quick as I can.
So you go full pelt. Okay, so...
And whatever is in the area is going to be focusing on that noise anyway. So
Mm-hmm. Okay. Since it's just Gundrick with his little tiny dwarf legs carrying a whole person.
and it's Babushka.
Well, Babushka's there, but Babushka also has little tiny dwarf legs.
Yeah, those two little tiny dwarf legs sets carrying, not just Gundricks.
You guys just jog on. Okay. Back to what we're doing, and we're theatre of the minding this because I don't have a map.
What? You don't have a map for every single spot?
Oh my god.
No, I
You
do
didn't
not.
predict us to happen and make a battle map for it?
The hell?
My god.
Didn't do that last time either.
Insane.
We flash back to Roderick. Here's the sitch. You're still fairly near the woods. Tia, I imagine you're just in the tree line somewhere. You turn around and fire off the guiding bolt towards whatever is closest. So go ahead and roll your attack.
It's a save.
It's a save. What save
Yeah,
is
Dex. Dex.
it? Nope. Not at all.
It failed? Alright.
Yes, it did.
So that is good damage. 12 radiant damage.
12 radiant damage. Amazing. So you turn around and fire off the guiding bolt, which illuminates the air around, and you watch as it impacts into...
Sacred Flame, yes.
Oh, Sacred Flame, which is a cantrip. Nice. It impacts into the side of the wolf, which then becomes wreathed in flame for but a brief moment, illuminating around several wolves. You have dark vision permanently, right? You make out a total, including the one that you just killed, of 11 wolves.
Whew.
That are all running towards you, spaced out enough. That's your action on that one. Since that was your held action, what we're going to do now is we're going to roll initiative. I need everyone but Gundrick to roll initiative.
And I'm trying to figure out if I can do it every combat. That advantage on initiative thing I would have done. I'm just trying to figure out if that's only once a day. Touch. Advantage on the next initiative roll. It makes. Benefit ends immediately. Okay, I can do it as much as I want. So I would have done that.
Okay.
At some point.
Yep.
Because it lasts all day.
That's totally fine. I'm just going to put him right there.
Yeah, that's good.
And at this point, you probably be like down here instead, because you've been running. Maybe down here. Running a little bit.
14 for me.
Okay, so Blair, what'd you get?
12.
Oh, very fitting. 14 for Roderick. And a 12 for Blair.
22 for Tia.
Okay. Tia. You see the one at the lead of the pack just run straight towards Roderick. They're about 30 feet away at this point. And... well, they're a little closer than that. Probably 20 feet away now, because you stopped and turned. You watch the first one just burn away in this wreath of not quite holy fire. And as it does so, you pick out several other marks. They're all wolves that you can see. They are within shooting distance if you want to take a shot.
She sits there and thinks about what Roderick said, Fi Milivoy. And then she takes a deep breath and pulls out her short bow. And she's going to take fire at one of the wolves.
Okay. Are you using a bonus action to steady aim first?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
you
steady
don't
aim.
technically have to, because you already rolled a stealth check.
Oh, yeah.
And it was super
Okay.
good, so you are technically hidden already.
Alright. Well, short bow, here we go. 26.
26 hits. Well, is it a
Uh,
disadvantage because you're...
No, that's at 3 levels.
No,
of
I-
exhaustion.
At 3,
I
okay.
didn't read that yet, thankfully.
Got you. I mean, 21's still a hit anyway.
9 sneak, 8 piercing.
How do you want to do this?
Like I said, she's running away, and then she just stops. And you see her take a deep breath, and her 2 tails wrap around her arm as she draws her bow, turns, and just looks at one wolf charging at Roderick and just launches it, piercing it dead in the head.
Yeah, Roderick, you get ready to fight anything that's coming towards you, and you watch as another one, still running at full speed, just crumples into the dirt, like it was just picked off. Anything else for you, Tia?
And then, since I didn't use bonus action, she's going to stealth again.
Okay, go ahead and roll your stealth check.
It's an 11.
You watch as a couple near the back kind of catch whiff of where that arrow came from and begin looking in your direction. There are now 9 wolves remaining. Okay. One of them peels off and runs for you, Tia. You are not hidden from them.
Yep.
It's going to run the distance close to you. It's about 10 feet away. Can't quite get to you. That leaves 8 remaining. They're going to converge on Roderick. Now, physically, there is a limit to how many can get into melee with you. So we're going to roll...
7, 8? 8 could get around me.
Technically 8 if it's a grid.
There are... Yeah, there are 8 spaces. I'm not going to give it the full 8 because it's not really in the behavior of wolves to be like, let's all cram.
I'm fine with it. If they all want to cram me, let it happen.
Well, some of them are going to just basically prowl around the outside, right, and wait for an opening. Around the outside. So we're going to do... You know what? Let's roll a d8, and we'll see how many attack you. How about that?
That's good.
It's a 7. Let's start with the first.
I'm happy.
All of these are at advantage because of pack tactics.
Not happy about that.
Equa actually remembers about pack tactics, unlike me.
Sure
I
do.
forget that every time.
Okay, the first one misses. Second one is a 16.
Misses.
The third one misses. Oh my god. The fourth one is a 21.
It hits.
You take 7 points of piercing damage. And
Change.
roll a strength saving throw.
Oh, I forgot about that part.
I mean, they already have advantage, so what's the worst thing that could happen?
Oh, do I have disadvantage on that?
It's a saving throw, so you shouldn't.
No.
Oh, okay, then. Never mind. It doesn't matter either way, because I only rolled a 5. So.
You go prone.
Yeah.
That was wolf number 4. Wolf number 5. I rolled 2 natural ones. Wow.
Nice. So he bites.
They have
another
advantage,
wolf.
because I was prone, right?
There you go. Yeah, he bites the other wolf, just completely whiffs.
Oh, they already had advantage, you're
Yeah,
right.
they have advantage anyway. That was number 5. Number 6 is another 21 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 7 points of piercing damage. And number 7 is also hits. You take another 7 points of damage. Wow, those dice are fucking loaded. It's a kill circle, is what it is. They are coming in and out and dragging you down and pinning you to the ground, while some take bites out of the exposed parts of your flesh underneath of your armor, and then ripping it away and kind of backing out for more to come in. There is one left over, and it sees Blair coming.
Oh.
Top running meme.
I don't think that you... So you're coming from the other way, so I don't think it's going to get an attack on you. So instead what it's going to do is kind of back up and block Roderick. It's going to guard its hunt. Okay, Roderick, it's now your turn. I'm going to say you have... Let's say 3 within 5 feet of you right now.
Well, wait, do they have reach?
No, they're coming in and out. You could have gotten a reaction on one of them as it backed out.
Oh, yeah, I guess I'll take that.
Sure.
Bummer, dude.
And you can do
It's
that...
making it so much harder for me.
You could have done that standing up, I guess.
So that is a 24
24 does hit.
for 5. What's a dagger do?
D4
Piercing,
plus...
whatever it is.
Before,
Yeah, no, I rolled a D4 for 5 damage. It's just piercing or slashing, whatever
Oh,
dagger
it's-
is.
I think
Piercing,
piercing.
I think. Yeah, 5. So that one is still up. I'll mark that one that you got. Okay. And now it's your turn.
So there's 3 around me. Is that what you're saying?
There are 3 within 5 feet of you, yeah.
Okay. So, laying on my back now, you hear, Mika, Mista, Juliet. And I will cast Words of Radiance. So I need con saves from anybody within 5 feet of me.
So
Which is why I
that's
didn't want them leaving my threat range.
3 of them. I'm trying to think on how wolves hunt, and then Bagger, you'll back me up on this. Don't they like latch
Yeah, I
on
mean,
and
that
then
makes
fall
sense.
off, and then latch on and fall off?
Like one or two of them tries to drag one down, and then the rest bite at him. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so 3 con saves. I got 2 fails, and 1 is a 15.
Makes it, breaks it then, I guess. Yeah, 15 makes. No, sorry, D6. That was a D8. D6. That's not great. 5 radiant damage.
5 radiant damage to each but 1. Okay.
Yeah.
And then does that one take half?
It just takes 9 because it's a cantrip.
Okay, fair enough.
Let me see what I got for bonus actions. Ain't shit.
Ain't shit
So
at
I
all.
will stand up,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
No spiritual weapon?
I don't have any more spells. I'm out.
Fair enough. That is Roderick's turn. So following Roderick, Blair, you are up.
How far away am I?
You are within... You're within 60 feet.
I will, as like Roderick's standing up, I'm gonna go into a rage and like leap up next to him, just with this terrible scream roar sound, and land next to him and pull out the sword, ready to attack any of them. Because I have to use all my movement and my action to get there.
Okay.
So
You go ahead and
give me
roll.
that magic
Yes.
sword now.
Yeah, I do have a magical sword now. There's no werewolves though, just wolves, right?
It's difficult to make out. There are no humanoid
I'm not
werewolves
making out with
currently.
anybody. Yeah, I don't get extra movement right now from my rage, so yeah, I can just move normally with
Okay.
my action. So
So you will get there well within your next turn. Tia, it's your turn.
well, yeah, I am up there. I just have to use my action to get up there.
Oh, gotcha.
So I have something else to deal with.
Mhm.
That's essentially what I'm doing.
So she is going to fire at the wolf in front of her.
Yep, the one that's coming towards you. Sure thing.
Debating why I want to use steady aim on this. Yeah, I'm using steady aim.
Okay.
So I will get advantage on this roll. Didn't need it. So 22.
22 does hit. And because you have advantage in the roll, you do get your sneak attack, which you would not have gotten otherwise.
Right. So that's 12 sneak, 8 piercing.
The sneak attack does do it over. So you do kill this wolf.
Nice. And that will... Do I see Blair running at all?
With your 60 feet of dark vision... Yeah, well, you make out the scream, and then as you look over, you just about make her come into view. Just at the edge of your range of vision. Hurtling
Alright.
towards Roderick.
Then... That's going to be it for her turn, but she's just going to direct her bow towards the group at Roderick, so hopefully Blair gets the point.
Okay. Sick.
Yeah, I would like. Yeah, I ran up to Roger because I had
Okay,
80 feet
alright.
of movement.
All right, I didn't know if you're behind me or not. So
No, yeah, I assumed I came up from behind Roger.
okay,
But I was 60 feet away from them, so I used 60 feet
Gotcha.
to get there.
Yeah, okay, so, Tia, you have made yourself known and you are a smaller target. 2 more are going to come run up to you.
Yep.
2 of the 8. That leaves 6 remaining. 3 are on Roderick. 1 is in front. And we've got 2 more circling. So, what we're going to do is we're going to split the pack. The 3 that are on Roderick are all going to attack Roderick. The other 3 are going to go ahead and attack Blair. So let's start with Roderick. Yeah, all these have advantage. First one is a 17 to hit.
And misses.
Second one, damn your armor, dude. That one's cocked. That's 13 for 17 to hit.
Misses.
And a miss.
Nice.
Like an armor, dude.
Yay for high AC.
Then the 3 onto Blair. 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Yeah, I guess I'll hit.
And a natural 20.
Yeah,
I say
that'll hit.
Well,
There
if
you
Roderick
go,
goes down,
fucking
then...
Edie.
Okay, so the one that's not a natural 20 is... What was it? 6 points of piercing damage reduced to 3 because you're raging.
Alright, I'm still in my temporary health.
The second one is 2 plus 4 is 6 times 2 is 12 plus 2 is 14 points of damage.
Half to 7.
And the third one is a little nastier. 14, 16 points of damage reduced to 8.
Owie.
And I need you to make 3 strength saving throws.
I do all of these at advantage because I'm
Advantage 'cause
raging.
you're raging. The DC for this is 11, so I'm pretty sure that you should beat each and every one.
Pass the first one. I need advantage for that, but I passed the second one. I need advantage on the third. I passed third.
Okay, you're totally fine. Amazing. So you're not prone. Roderick is not prone. Speaking of Roderick, it's your go.
Yes, I will once again. There's 3 on me still.
3 of you still on you, yep.
I Words of Radiance again. So I need the con saves.
Con saves.
Better damage this time.
We've got a 15 and a 17, and then 1 fail.
Alright, so the fail is going to take 7 radiant damage. Hopefully that's the same one that failed last time. For
One of them just obliterates under your Word of Radiance.
Nice. Awesome.
Anything else?
I think everything else I have is an action, unfortunately, so I'm going to say no.
Sick. Blair, you are now up.
Alright. The closest, as she lets out another scream, she will sink her teeth into the closest one, recklessly.
Yes, sir.
God, oh, thank God I did recklessly. It wasn't in that one, but it's still only a 11?
11 does not hit.
Well, we're gonna do it again. Okay, natural 20 on that one.
That one does hit, yes, it does.
Get bent, you little stinky. And because I crit and I have Piercer, I get to roll an extra damage dice on this.
Ooh.
Which is a D8. So 8 plus 7 for 15 plus 4 for 19.
Yeah, how do you want to kill this wolf?
It's just like as one of the wolves bites, one of the ones that crits her bites into her, she just grabs it by the throat and tears its throat out with her teeth.
Nice.
And then drops it. And I gain HP from that. Not much, but something. And that is all of my attacks.
Okay.
Just screams at the other 2 wolves, blood dripping from her teeth.
So, that concludes Blair's turn. Tia, you have 2 approaching from either side of you right now.
Yep. I'm gonna take it from one of these regardless. So she's just going to use steady aim again and take fire at one of the wolves.
Go ahead, girl, go ahead.
Hey, girl, go ahead.
18
18 hits.
for 11 sneak, 6 piercing.
Yeah, that one that you just shot at instantly dies.
Alright, now we'll do it.
From an arrow between the eyes. Beautiful. So, following that, the other wolf sees small tiny cat, makes for good prey. 1 attack on you, straight roll, because there's no more pack tactics for that one. It's a natural one.
Nice, it bites itself.
It sure does. Just starts chewing on its paw.
And it takes its full HP and damage.
It could kill itself. I'm going to be on... not quite. Almost. And then we've got 2 on Roderick. That one does hit. It's 22.
Bummer.
And the other one's a 15, which does not. for 7 points of piercing damage. And you can go ahead and make me your strength save.
Oh yeah. 13.
You are not prone.
Sweet.
And then on Blair, the first one is a natural 19. And the second is an unnatural 19.
That also hit.
Okay. You take 5 points of piercing damage
From the first one?
from the
After
first
2.
one, half to 2, and the next one is 8 points of piercing damage, reduced to
After
4.
4. Alright.
And you can make me 2 strength saves if you would like.
Pass the first. And pass the second.
Okay. Did I attack Tia with the other one?
Yeah, you rolled a natural
yeah.
one.
That was the first
Sick. Then that is the
Yeah.
wolf's turn. And next on the list we have Roderick. You have 2 on you right now, but you are clearly gaining the upper hand.
Yeah. How far is Blair from me? Just out of curiosity.
Blair is... I don't remember what I said. I think you stayed where you were, right? After the first turn? I don't think you ran up
one.
anymore.
Yeah, I didn't move at all.
So Blair's about 40 feet away from you. 50 feet away from you, I think.
Dang it. All right. Okay. Cool. In that case, I will just once again words of radiance.
Okie dokie. Both fail.
Nice. Okay. Oh, good. The best damage so far. That's 9 radiant damage.
The second one falls under the word of radiance. The other one is still up.
Okay. Yep. That's my turn.
Awesome. Blair, 2 more on you right now.
I have health to gain, so I'm biting recklessly.
Chomp,
First
chomp.
One will hit with a 24.
That actually doesn't hit.
Oh shit. Well, I'm gonna go home then.
Okay.
That's 11 points of damage.
11 is exactly the hit points that it has.
Nice. Then I'm gonna bite the last one recklessly. It's gonna hit both. See if I crit. I don't, but I do hit with like a 25.
That hits.
I don't think I do. Well, do I? No. You know what? We're gonna roll the dice because I have Piercer. I can reroll 1 damage dice a turn. I got higher, thank God. That's max damage then with a 14.
Oh, shit. So on your turn, Blair, already holding the de-throated carcass of one wolf, you just, I assume, pick up the other 2 and have a snack off of each of them.
I bite the one, and then as I bite into the other one, I feel it die. Just start devouring into it, just ripping at its intestines. Because I need food. I'm hungry.
Roderick, you see arguably a more terrifying sight than a werewolf staring back at you. Amazing. And then you can move if you want to.
Yeah,
I'm
my
gonna spend
face.
the rest of my turn eating here. I'm only 40 feet away, and I can get to him if I need to next turn. So
Sure.
My face is that of Thor in Thor Ragnarok when he sees the Hulk and he's like, I work with that guy.
just ripping into its stomach.
Tia. 1 left.
Okay. So I looked this up, and apparently, steady aim can be used on melee weapons. Oddly enough.
Sure,
So
I imagine
what
so.
she's gonna do, since the wolf's in melee range, she's going to drop her bow and pull out her dagger and attack with that with steady aim.
Oh yeah, because the dagger is just a little quixie
It's a finesse. Yeah, I looked it up.
doodle. Great,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
you
a
can
finesse
absolutely do that.
26.
26 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, I'm taking off sneak, so 7 piercing.
Well, you get sneak because it's steady aim.
No, steady aim gives me advantage.
Yeah,
Right.
if you have advantage, you get sneak attack.
Oh, I keep forgetting that nonsense. Okay, let me roll
That's
sneak.
nonsense.
Nonsense.
It is kind of nonsense. We're out there. They're a little crazy.
Where is it? So
Oh.
9.
Beautiful. Deftly, you stick the dagger right inside a lethal nerve and just slash this wolf open. How very fitting for the feud between cats and dogs.
Good movie, Cats vs. Dogs.
Great movie. Are you kidding me? It's a fantastic movie. Okay, following Tia, there's one wolf left. Roderick, how rough do you look right now?
A little under half, I'd say.
That wolf is going to disengage and run 40 feet away, which puts it 80 feet from Blair. Okay. Following that, Roderick, it's your go.
So then, what do I see that's left? Like, because I thought there were werewolves, but they're like werewolves that are in like wolf form. It sounds like maybe.
It's difficult to tell. All you saw was that wolf turn tail and run.
So is that the last wolf, like, period that I see
That is
anywhere?
the last one that you see. Yeah.
I'll give it a sacred flame for the road.
Okie dokie. That's a dex save.
Yeah.
Oh, super good. 21.
Okay. Then yeah, he succeeds, and I'll see him running off, throw this sacred flame, it misses, and then I'm gonna start like backing up toward the direction of Blair, kind of keeping my eyes like out for more danger, but using my 30 movement to go toward Blair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get 10 feet away from Blair. Blair, it's now your turn.
As she hears like the movements and stuff, she looks up and like the head like moves really twitchy, not natural. And as she catches like Roderick's movement and noise inwardly, she just thinks to herself, "It's metal, Roderick. You have food. Keep eating." And she'll just keep devouring the wolf carcass in front of her, keeping that side of her in check.
Great. Tia, it's your turn.
There's no wolves around, or
Just that one
how
run.
far is that wolf that was running?
I think that one... Let's see, you're a ways away from Roderick to begin with. I don't think it's fully crested out of your range of vision yet. It's probably a good at least 100 feet away though. Like, it's difficult to make out.
When does the damage penalty start for short bows? This is like 120?
There
You don't
should
have
be...
damage penalties. It's just disadvantage.
Disadvantage, right?
You see on the short bow thing in your profile, it should say a range of like 60/150, I think.
I think that's short bow. Wait, I have a short bow. I can look.
It's 80/320.
So after 80 feet away, you're rolling at disadvantage.
Okay. That's
Is it
fine. I'm going to first... Yeah, I'm going to first use my bonus action, Insightful Fighting. So I'm going to make a insight check against the wolf's charisma or deception.
Sure thing. Ooh, that's a natural 20. This wolf's rolling well.
What did he get overall?
Using charisma. Well, how does it work? Does natural 20 always win?
No, that's only for attacks.
So it's an 18.
I got a 21 insight.
So you beat.
So I have a sneak attack on this wolf. I'm going to be rolling at disadvantage with the short bow then.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to attack. 8.
Ugh.
That's rough. Because I was really rooting for you there for a second. Yeah, you just knock the arrow and it just into the dirt somewhere. No damage done to the wolf.
And that'll be it.
Okay, the wolf runs until it's not out of your vision, Roderick, because your vision's crazy, but out of your other twos. Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
I can only head out 60 feet. But so I'm not trying to attack or anything. I'm going to. I saw the arrows come in and start hitting these wolves, and I like, I kind of felt relief from it, even though I had told Tia to leave. But now that she's fired these arrows, I'm going to look toward the tree line, and if I don't know if I see her or not, but I'm gonna give a nod.
Tia is not hidden, so you do see her.
Yeah, I give a nod.
She nods back.
All right, perhaps we should leave while we have the chance.
Says the group in unison, and you guys go. You can go and scoop up Tia from the tree line, and
yeah. As he goes to retrieve Tia, I'm gonna like keep eating until like the torso is gone, and then tell it enough. And as it tries to move to the next wolf, nope, that's enough, and then revert back to.
I am going to quickly pick up the arrows from the wolves surrounding me. So.
Yeah, if you want to take some time to do that, you can certainly do that.
Alright.
You get half back. I don't remember how many you shot, but you get half of them back.
I'm just going for 2, so.
Awesome. And then you guys begin running back to the tower. There is an unease in the air as you do so. That straggler means that more are probably around. And so for right now, it's just a dash to get back to safety. Gundrick.
Yes.
You hear the shouts of battle go on from behind you, but you keep running towards the tower regardless. Until you make it there. Nothing penalizes you in any way. Thankfully, I gotta make sure that everyone is back on the map.
Back on the map.
Back on the map. Back on the map. There you go. So you and Babushka run up there. And the first thing that you notice as you come back around is Esmeralda's wagon sitting out front.
Oh, yeah, because they took off in that before, right?
They did, yeah.
Oh, thank goodness they are back. Yeah, he's not even gonna... He's just gonna go straight to the door, kind of gently lower our cargo to the ground, and then do the dance, and then if everything's fine, run into the place, close the door, and command the statues to take us up to the 3rd level.
Okay. You do so. The statues slowly rising the platform up to the 3rd floor. Yeah.
Or the level that was, the room.
Sure, the top floor, basically.
Yeah.
You go ahead and rise up, and it's there that you see both Esmeralda and Van Richten. Esmeralda is... I'm going to drag you over right here. Esmeralda is currently sitting right about here, trying to peer out of the arrow slits at the commotion coming through. And Van Richten is currently just sitting at the desk next to you as you come up. Not even turning around to look at you, he says, "So, I see you have returned. Well, some of you."
Yes, the others will hopefully be quickly behind me, but we figured it was best to bring this mage into the tower. We also have something called a hearthstone to cure what ails him, but I don't know if either of you know what this does. Roderick said that he cast a blank mind spell on himself that was preventing us from using the stone.
Roll Arcana for both of them. Oh, okay. Yeah, as you kind of put the Mad Mage down, Van Richten immediately sweeps around, his coattails kind of following him through, and begins to look over the guest that you now have. First, inspecting to make sure that he is properly bound and gagged and in a secure position before looking him over. Yeah, well, a mind blank spell would be interesting, although the way that you are talking would indicate that the madness that is overtaking him was probably magical in the first place, in which instance, why cast a mind blank on yourself anyway?
I'm not sure. It's all. I almost said all Greek to me. It's all Barovian to me. but we just thought we should bring them down. Esmeralda, you're looking out the window. Do you see them, my companions?
You know, I don't have the gift of dark vision, so it's a little hard to make out from here, but I am trying to see as best as I can. There is some kind of magic going on there, but it's too far for me to see.
Oh, so he'll kind of like, Van Richten, where do you want me to place him? He did say that the spell would wear off in the morning and that we could use the stone then to cure whatever's going on.
Well, the magic of the tower should suppress the effects of his mind blank spell regardless, so I suppose in a way you have brought him to the right place.
Oh, this is good. So he's gonna like set him on the ground there. The sooner we do this, the better. He attacked us outright in the beginning, but then we were able to get through to him and kind of talk to him for a moment. So he's gonna set him down, and then he's gonna hand the bundled hearthstone here, Van Richten. I don't exactly know how this type of thing works. Do you want to try to do this on him? And I like hand him that little bundle of like wrapped up hearthstone.
See him kind of look you and raise an eyebrow for a second. Yeah, okay. And takes it. And he kind of like positions himself over the side of the mage and kind of focuses on his head, and you watch as he places the hearthstone on the like dead center of the forehead and just begins twisting it. To the point where there's a moment as he's rotating it where it almost meets resistance, and he just gently tosses it by, and you watch as the dark color of the hearthstone just drains.
So, should he be okay now?
Well, I suppose time will tell. Looks like he got beat up real bad, so...
Oh, yes. We did what we could to take him alive, at least.
Yeah, so the magical madness will probably be cured. A concussion is also a risk, but we'll see how it goes. I suppose for now we should probably put him on the bed.
All right. Babushka, you can show yourself. It's fine. Let's get him over there.
Babushka is
And-
not with you.
Oh.
He gets suppressed in here.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, that's a
well,
good point. Magic is suppressed in here, so the hearthstone does nothing because it's a magical
Well,
item.
So that I was thinking that, but then I was like, well,
Oh, but the armor.
magic of
The armor was working.
the armor
yeah.
worked, and also the magic of the elevator works. So
Yeah, the
I don't know.
elevator.
Maybe
Nope.
magic items are fine. It's just like spells and magical effects or something.
No, you are correct. You are correct in that. The hearthstone does not do anything.
Oh, man. So it drained its color and nothing happened? Oh.
We are redacting
Rewriting
that.
history.
Yeah, we're redacting that. It starts to flare and then stops. and it remains exactly how it is, because I know what I'm doing. And instead, Van Richten says, "Oh, I forgot. This tower. It prevents magic from being used here."
Oh no. Well, all right. I guess we can drag him over there. I mean, if it's not gonna get rid of his thing, what would it work if we like stuck his head out the window and then like it stops the spell on his body and then you put the stone on his head and then it could work?
Please God, don't mess with the windows anymore.
I was worried about saying.
You know what, Kendrick? I think it's best if you are to stop this train of thought with the windows. As it is,
Oh.
we will deal with our guest in the morning, when his mind blank is removed, yeah?
Yes, that makes sense.
In the meantime, I would recommend that he is properly tied and bound to the bed.
All right. Well, you're a hunter, right? You can probably help me do this a little better. I'm a bit exhausted.
Of course I can. Esmeralda, would you mind? And she kind of, I don't want to do that. I want to be looking outside the window. And he's like, apprentices, they're always mouthy. Please, this is good training for you. And she kind of, it's interesting. She is not under his wing anymore. Their relationship has diverted, and she's now a refined monster hunter on her own. But you watch her, she still kind of grumbles for a moment, and then instead of him, goes over and helps you tie the mad mage to the bed.
He'll just kind of whisper to her like, "Don't worry, my old master loved giving us the jobs like this. I know what you mean. I know what you feel." And just kind of start tying him up.
Yeah, she's like, I don't even know why I'm doing this. I mean, I'm not even his protege anymore. Not even an apprentice. We were friends, but that's a fine, I guess. But you properly bound and restrain him to the bed. No problem.
Good. Now let me take a look at that window. And he'll start looking out the window to see if he can see them.
At this point, nothing.
Well, do you think you can keep an eye on this mage for me?
Yeah, I mean, he's not going anywhere. So, yeah, that's fine.
Thank you. I cannot leave them. And so he's gonna just, like, bolt right over to the thing and ground floor.
Yeah, so you dip down to the ground floor, leave the tower, walk outside, and begin running over to where the commotion was.
By werewolves.
You get over the causeway around the side of the lake, and sort of in between the forests before you see, with your dark vision, Blair, Roderick, and Tia approaching you.
Oh, so you found each other.
Found each other, but not Milavoy.
Oh, that is not good. I haven't seen him personally myself but I did manage to get to the tower and we got the mage inside. The tower was blocking the stone, so it didn't quite work.
Go figure. Just a look.
Well, hopefully we can at least get back tonight and rest, and I presume you will want to look for Milavoy in the morning, or you can at least try to talk to him with your magic.
I'll send him a message. See if he's still alive.
All right.
Alright, let's get back to the tower. I need to wash this blood off my face before I get too crazy.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think
What?
we're gonna have, unfortunately, bigger fish to fry in the morning.
What the hell attacked you, fellows?
You heard wolves.
Oh,
I speak of Strahd, though.
Oh, were you able to kill any more of those? Were there any special wolves among them?
Among us?
Sus.
I don't need to chop anyone's arm off, do I?
Just yours.
I walked right into that. He's just gonna spin around and start walking.
Thanks again, Tia.
Yeah, no,
Blair.
you you went back for me, so I just couldn't leave, you know?
I appreciate it.
Well, likewise. We're even.
Walk.
Yeah. So you guys make it back to the tower. As you do so, particularly you, Roderick and Tia, you approach the tower. You see Esmeralda's wagon there, which is in and of itself a little nicked up and damaged. But you look to the tower, and the tower has large cracks running up the side of it. It's in bad shape right now.
Wait, is this different from how it was like 10 minutes ago?
No, you were
No,
just in
this
a
is-
rush.
Oh, okay.
This is how it. Yeah, this is how it looked after the last lightning thing. Remember,
Yeah,
it got like
lightning
all
strikes aren't
destroyed.
Good.
Yeah.
Gotcha. It's like, oh god, I hope they didn't get attacked. We were only gone for 5 minutes.
I see your friends are back.
Yes, they seem to be in good health. Esmeralda was very excited to watch your battle. She couldn't see much, regular eyes and all, but yeah, they seem okay.
Do they know?
Oh, about the mage?
No.
Oh, that. No. I thought it might be a little interesting to tell them, so I did not mention it yet. Plus, it was not the first thing on my mind. I kind of wanted to take care of the mage and come back to you.
Well, it might be best if we keep it that way for now.
I think it's better if we both tell them what we are, so it doesn't come a surprise, and they have to make that decision then.
Well, I mean, well, in case your lives.
Maybe in all the monsters they've hunted, maybe they know. Maybe they've come across some who are a little better than others. Maybe they could help us somehow. Or attack us, I'm not sure, but I guess we'll see when we come to it, huh?
You know, I always heard it was a good idea to keep a strong sense of optimism.
That is
You haven't been in
majestic
Barovia long
Fae.
enough.
You're so wise. I feel like I say the same thing. Oh,
The duality of these two.
Well, all right. At least I have you with me this time. They try anything crazy. Okay. Well, let's head up, I guess.
Yeah, you guys all hop on the platform and command the golems to rise you to the top of the tower. And as you do so, you can hear the voices coming from within. You come up to see Esmeralda kind of sitting on the floor, leg detached from her, or the prosthetic leg detached from her flesh, and she's kind of looking it over and jamming a thumb into like a nick in it, and it's made of metal. There's like a long scratch down it, and she says, "You think that'll buff out, or because I kind of like the damage, but it's a little too much damage." And Rectavia is just writing at his desk as you guys come up. Guys, Rick, do you think this will buff out?
Maybe, but also, I was just reminded that maybe I should tell you about something. So
We're
I may
opening
have.
with this. As Blair just
may
has
have-
blood and viscera on her face.
Tia
Uh,
backs away from the group.
I may have contracted lycanthropy, and Blair's kind of something else entirely.
Thanks for also just throwing me out to say letting me say it myself.
You dick.
You get to and Blair's before the rest of you see a flash of movement, and now Gundrick, I need you to make an athletics or an acrobatics check for me.
I'll do athletics, but it's still disadvantage. Oh my god. Alright, so disadvantage is a 7 plus a 6 for 13.
You'll look over and Gundrick is now on the ground, arms splayed out, as Esmeralda has driven a knee into his solar plexus, with the other leg kind of standing on the ground behind him, rapier pointed into the chin. And at the mention of and Blair, Van Richten turns around and also brandishes a rapier and points it at your face.
Hey,
Hey, I was on this. Oh, I was on this.
Will you let me wash my face, please, while we have this conversation?
Yeah, of course. I think that is a courtesy that you should be
Thank you.
allowed. Yeah.
She'll take out a water skin and get a cloth and just start wiping the blood and viscera off her face.
Also, by Moradin's beard, girl, even without your leg, that was fast.
She put that thing on real quick.
No, that's the knee that's in his solar plexus right now.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I thought, okay.
Strong legs.
As she's got you there, she kind of just looks you dead, like, around the face. Where?
Trying to remember, was it like my shoulder or my arm?
On your arm.
It's right up here.
Yeah, upper arm, shoulder kind of area, but it's, we kind of looked. I feel kind of itchy all over at this point. Kind of moved past that, I think.
I told him to cut it off, and he wouldn't do it.
Well, because look at this. Monster hunters, you know, this could be very good, right? Werewolves are very strong. What if I could, like,
Just-
rip Strahd's head clean off?
With their reaction, does it look very good?
Do you wear pauldrons, Gundrick?
Oh God! I think it's basic chainmail is all he has. So.
This is more of a flavor thing. How are your shoulders protected?
Yeah, I'd say he's got some. I like the idea of some little kind of pauldrons like weaved into his jacket.
Okay, so she's gonna go ahead and fiddle with the strap underneath the armpit to unbuckle the
Whoa.
pauldron, remove it,
Hey,
and kind of toss it to the
I,
side, and then she begins pulling away at the armor underneath.
I don't really know you this well, Esmeralda, and there's people around everywhere.
I'm pretty sure there's, a different room in this tower. You guys could, move
Blair
through the
doesn't know
floor.
why, but she feels a twinge of jealousy.
Van Richten is still kind of looking over to you, Blair, and is now kind of coasting around.
She has her
keeping a good
hands up and
distance.
isn't moving.
Van Richten kind of, without breaking eye contact with you, how long? And she kind of takes a good look over Gundrick's arm. Looks about 10 to 14 hours ago. Wunderbar. Yeah, it's already pretty set in there. I don't think there's going to be any curing him through our means. Well then, must be looking at option B, I suppose. And she says,
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't like how that sounds. That sounds like death. What I was thinking is option C. This is a big hotshot mage, right? Maybe he knows way to calm me down and stuff. Yeah, and maybe, turn it for the better.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, God. He says very sleepily.
Yeah, he is exhausted.
Okay, so that's a 8.
You know, Gundrick, I was really beginning to like you. You were charming in a sort of buffoonish way. But, if you don't cut it off at the source, you're gonna be a monster, and monsters are kinda what we deal with, so I'm assuming you guys want us to stop killing him, right?
hold on. Listen. Blair, for one, she seems quite in control of whatever she is. She's saved me more than a few times. I trust
The
her with my
mountains are lonely,
life.
I didn't eat them.
I trust her. Gundrich is yet to be seen. I trust him as a dwarf, but he's yet to turn. Who knows what that'll be like.
So,
However,
go ahead.
I am fully capable of curing him of this curse. Shall I have to?
And we're
He
ready
seems...
to stop him if we need to.
He seems fully willing to turn in hopes that he can control it. And our friend Blair here is trying to guide him in ways to do that.
When
It
you
could
said
be...
in terms of controlling it, you hear a chuckle emerge from the monster hunters.
I did agree to let them kill me if need be. You know, that's pretty, yeah. You know, that's something.
And besides,
Maybe.
sorry.
Go on, Tyr.
And besides, you guys are, boasting how about your monster hunters, but there's plenty of monsters still running around, and Strahd's still alive. So maybe you're not too good at your job that you think you are.
I wouldn't prod them, Tia.
Nice. Hey, no,
You're
she's
not the one
upset.
with a rapier in your
No,
face.
she's upset that what's his face? Von Richten made fun of her lockpicking, so she's getting back at that.
Listen,
Gundrick stifles a laugh.
you laugh at him being able to control this. What do you know that we don't? I've tried to convince him to cut his arm off. He wasn't willing. Maybe you can talk more sense into him. I can cure him.
Is that what you think? Is that why Garfent is currently running around with the voice of some eldritch power in the back of his head? Because you tried to cure him, Roderick? Or is it because your order told you that you could harness that power and use it in a fight against Strahd? Don't think I don't know exactly what you were doing the whole time.
I did not have the abilities to cure Gar at the time. That's not to say whether I would or not, I don't know.
What is to say that you will for Gundrick here before he turns? Which full moons hard to fully gauge here in Barovia. They happen fairly often. Could be a very short amount of time.
Those statues that they move the things and make the elevator go up and down. Could you not command one of those to hold me for the night at least? You know, while we figure all this out and ask the mage in the morning?
That's not quite how they work. We also haven't gotten to the other topic at hand. Blair, what's wrong with you?
What isn't wrong with me? I was born with the spirit of a Wendigo tied to me. I've been with it for 27 years. And like Roderick said, I've saved them and I didn't kill them when we were all alone. I don't have control of it, but I know how to barter with it to make it so it does what I want.
So
I know
let's
the
hope it's
dangers
not.
of what Gundrick is about to go through, and I also agree he should not be left to do that, but who am I to make that decision for him?
Man, 27 years. That's pretty good odds, huh?
It wasn't perfect.
Blair, make a persuasion check for you.
Oh, of course. What's this? Fucking 7, dude.
A 7.
Mm.
You know what I'm thinking? I am thinking that none of you have given me any reason not to kill the two of you right
Esmeralda,
now.
were you not wounded in the woods alone when I found you and I helped you?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Natural 20, baby. That's my girl.
Nice.
Yeah, you see her stony glare at Gundrick just kind of soften in your direction ever so slightly for half a second.
I would just say, if you are going to kill me, at least just let me fight. I need to die a warrior's death, or I will die a disgraced and outcast dwarf, and I just cannot have that.
Can't do that because you could bite us again. You know, I vote that we keep Blair around. She's probably got a decent handle on it by now, and if she turns, then we can kill her then. When you hear-
Again, no reason to kill Gundrick. I can simply cure him in the morning.
Oh, I could fight you all at once. Pretty hard to bite that many people, right? Yeah?
One bite is enough.
Gundrick, I'm trying to save your life here, but you're making it really damn hard.
He is really
Thank
trying
you.
to say that because, oh
Thank you,
man.
Roderick.
We have that armor. Throw it back on him. Tell him to jump out the window again.
That exploded at the floor, unfortunately, Roderick. Also, could you ease up on the knife just a little bit, Esmeralda? I think it's starting to cut my chin a little bit.
I think we could just kill him. And Van Richten says, you know we don't take risks when it comes to monsters, Blair. As much as I like your addition to the group, it's still a monster at heart.
I understand completely. If you're gonna kill me, at least keep my Nana safe. That's all I ask. If you do me the favor of death.
Oh, last rites. That's pretty good. Thank you, Roderick, for still trying to help save me. But if I do die and any of you get out of this, could you please take my hammer back to the Deep Kingdoms? There's, well, hard to relationship there, but, my former family, I would love it if that could go back.
You said you can cure him in the morning.
Well, lycanthropy's a curse, correct?
It is.
Then yes.
As she, without flinching, goes, mm-hmm. How do Wendigos spread their disease to other Wendigos? You chime in?
From what the Vistani told my Nana, they don't know how I got it because I was born with it. But typically, a person who is desperate and dying of hunger, who takes part in cannibalism, is infected by the spirit or taken over by the spirit of a Wendigo.
She lets you kind of talk and is like, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much. So, no contagion, good, okay.
Yeah, I won't spread it.
Okay, we have a deal. And you watch as he just pockets the rapier real quick. You will cure Gundrick in the morning. Blair, so long as you don't get too hungry, I will allow you to stay in the tower. Gundrick, however, must stay outside for the night.
Well,
Oh, that's not too bad. No camping trip. Hopefully no other werewolves show up. Although, who knows? Maybe they won't attack me now.
about that, perhaps we could stay in your wagon.
You watch as she kind of slowly climbs off, just like putting all of her body weight on the one leg and just kind of like reverse squatting up. Before she pockets the rapier and pulls out her hand axe, which is a longer axe. It's not actually a hand axe. And kind of uses the top of it as a cane to just hop off of Gundrick and go over to her prosthetic leg. You gotta be kidding, right? That thing is booby-trapped to all hell and back. If he stays in here, he'll probably set it off just by snoring.
Oh, really? I thought did okay when I was in there before.
You tried to jump out of a window earlier. You think I'm gonna let you sleep in there? I'm pretty sure you roll around a bunch.
Fair.
Fair enough. Is it like time to sleep? Is it like that,
Oh,
like
yeah.
around that time?
Oh, yeah,
it
way
was
past.
8 or 9 when we were on the mountain.
All right.
Oh, so sleepy.
Honestly, this tower seems unstable to me anyways. You guys want to sleep outside? I'll set up the tiny hut.
Oh, if you're going to make me sleep outside, yes, and you guys know your stuff. Do you have anything? No, you could chain me to a tree or something, just in case. I really don't want to hurt anyone.
If we're going with this plan, Roderick, I know removing curses must be very taxing on your spells. Will you be able to do that and contact Milivoy in the morning?
I will, but that'll be the end of it.
All right. I just want to make sure you're able to get him back as well.
Hopefully no more fighting.
You know you've gotta still go to Strahd in the morning, right?
Yeah. Speaking of
We were
which,
supposed to go tonight.
how's the do I remember, did the head get destroyed? Like there was the body that like was being kept for
No.
being brought back.
Van Richten took the head.
Where's that head? The one you were keeping around.
Why do you want it?
Maybe we can pass it off as the mage if we can make him look similar. I don't know.
Make
I
a
can just hit it
persuasion
with my
check.
hammer.
Plus 0 to that. All right, 12.
12. You know, I have been keeping that head as information gathering for myself about the devil and his forces. Plus, he kind of looks over to the Mad Mage. Not really seeing a resemblance there.
No, nothing we could do.
It's hard to see someone's face when it's smushed in.
This
Just
is true,
boom.
but you would think that a vampire who is a creature that kills people fairly frequently would notice the difference between a head that has been dead for some time compared to a head that has been crushed in the way that it is for about 12 hours. Don't get me wrong, it was an interesting plan, but in theory it does not quite make it the distance.
Let me ask you.
Try and
Go on.
just
Sorry.
what's the word? I lost the word I was gonna go for now. I hesitate to try to deceive the devil anyway.
Here's the problem. We're about to become even more of a target for not killing this man. Van Richten, what would you do here? Would you behead this mage? Or learn what he knows and have him help us fight? He stood to Strahd before. He may have lost, but he lived.
And I'm very curious what he knows.
This is an interesting question. Will you have him here? You have him restrained, bound, in a tower that magic cannot permeate or leave? What I would do is wait until the morning. I would attempt to cure the mage of his madness, and then I would interrogate him to see if, first of all, he is as powerful as he has been told to be. Second, if his goals align at all with yours. Third, if he can be trusted not to betray you and your group. And fourthly, the kind of person that he is. If he does not pass on all 4 criteria, then yeah, I would kill him. I would take the head to the devil proudly. I would give it over even if it were just to buy me a slight amount of time so that I may become more confident in my abilities to kill the vampire myself. But if this mage is indeed as strong, as trustworthy as you think he might be, and willing to help, then I would keep him around for the time being, and then I would prepare to fight the vampire much sooner than I expected.
Gundrick kind of cracks his knuckles and smiles at that. It would be a good fight.
Alright. I'm gonna head outside, start setting up the zone. The hut.
So yeah, is that a yes or a no on any sort of chains or manacles or anything? Fenric and Esmeralda?
I think previously, didn't Ez have manacles? I believe. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I think she did. The interior of the wagon had some manacles. So she, kind of finishing up reattaching the leg. Yeah, I can, I'll chain you up to the wagon, and then you can sit there. Oh no, you've got to be in... Are you inside of his little bubble, or are you going to be outside?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's good if I'm not inside the bubble. That way, if I go all wolfy or whatever, I won't know what it is, and I just, howl at the moon or something instead of roll over and bite someone or something.
Okay, then I'll chain you up to the wheel of my wagon. Hey, don't fucking break it, okay? Or you'll die. That thing means more to me than you do.
Okay, okay. I think a lot of things mean more to you than I do, but also just know if you have any smith tools, I would very happily fix your little leg for you.
I have a question when it comes to the tiny hut.
Mm-hmm.
I can have willing creature, like creatures I choose can go in and out of it at will. If I create the tiny hut with a creature that I'm not allowing to go in and out at will, can they be in it? They just can't leave it. Because if that's the case, I think that we all go in the hut. Gundrick, if he turns into a werewolf, we all just leave the hut and he's trapped in there.
Well, you can't leave.
That's true.
Werewolf Roderick Thunderdome.
Creatures and objects within the dome when you cast the spell can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing it. So the spell... So here's where it gets a little finicky. You don't choose who can enter and exit the hut by name. It's just whoever is in it when you cast it can then move in and out of it freely.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. I gotcha. Alright. I don't think it's a big deal. We can just take watches. It's probably best Gundrick stays in the dome with us. Oh, I forgot I'm not in there anymore. Sorry. I didn't... This conversation was happening outside.
Yeah, it can happen outside as you guys are going down. She thinks for a moment. I'm gonna get you some smith tools tomorrow, okay? If you don't die.
That's my girl, Esmeralda. And he'll just start going down the lift.
You wish.
Oh, no, you're much too tall for me, darling. I need a proper bit of scruff on the chin.
Okay, so, what we're doing is, so Gundrick will be right there on the outside of the tower. Ignore upside down, Gundrick, that's just babushka.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know if I want to be within 10 feet of this tower.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Picky, you can be on the other wheel.
Thank you, thank you.
Wait, hold on.
I'll
So
put
where's
you right
the
there.
zone of anti-magic go out to?
It goes out. The anti-magic is just localized to the tower, the inside of the tower.
Okay, on the outside we can still cast stuff.
The
Cool.
10 feet reach is if someone touches the tower, lightning comes down.
Okay. Yeah, that's the case. I'm setting the dome up over here so that, Gundrick's in it.
Okay.
Wait, wouldn't it be better if I can't get in a dome with you guys?
Would it be better if your flesh was ripped from your bones when those werewolves come back tonight?
Oh, yeah. Although maybe I could convince them that I'm a pretty cool
All right,
werewolf. And
Everyone follow me another 5-10 feet over this way. Screw Gundrick.
If he wants to die, he wants to die.
Yeah, I rather not risk it.
All right,
Well,
that's fair enough.
I'd rather die than harm you, so.
I appreciate the thought.
I hope sound can go through this thing, so if we hear him screaming... I think it can.
Yeah, I think it can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just
Okay.
talks about not and stuff.
Yeah,
Babushka.
we'll cast Tiny Hut.
Okay. So, I assume we're doing watches here, and you're leaving the Mad Mage in the tower with the hunters.
Probably for the best.
Tied to the bed.
Who's taking first watch?
I can watch for you guys.
The point is to watch you.
I'll take first watch because I'm still stressing over Millivoy.
Okay.
Probably hard for me to sleep anyways.
Okay. So, go ahead and roll a perception check for me, Roderick.
These would be a disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, also, can I just whisper, well, just think to Babushka, uh, hey, Babushka, if, as long as I'm not a werewolf and if those people try to give me a little stab, you're good to switch out and run off, right?
Wait till he can get out of those manacles.
It's
Oh,
all
yeah.
in his noggin.
Yeah, I think so. Hey, do you think if you are a werewolf, do you think that I will be a werewolf?
I was thinking about this. I didn't know how that would work. Because you're like a spirit, but also you and I do the same things and can switch, and I don't know.
There is only one way to find out.
I guess.
I rolled a 14.
A 14, okay. So, as everyone beds down, Roderick, your night's watch goes forth. Mostly uneventful, but you do, at a certain point, a couple hours in, see the tower door open. And out steps Van Richten and walks up to the bubble and gives a little knock on the side.
What is it?
Oh, well, we were just wondering if our lycanthropic friend here is doing okay tonight.
I've probably been keeping an eye on him. How did he look so far?
A little hairy, but
Hairier than usual?
yeah, but no signs of real change.
Maybe some hair growth.
Yeah, well, he's in the early stages, so it makes sense. I don't do this often, Roderick. What are you thinking right now?
But what?
Your boy is gone.
Hmm.
Your friend is quickly turning into a monster. You are with people who are constantly dying. And yet you persevere in this hellscape of a place. It is quite clear to me that you are the most rational and level-headed of your entire group. And they seem to follow your words when it comes to this mage business. What are you thinking?
Questioning my every move. I have no idea if I'm making the right choices. I'm just making them. I think we all want the same thing, and that's an end to Strahd. I hope this mage can provide a solution.
I see. It would be an insult in our line of work to say that you are a good man. And quite honestly, I don't think that it's true. But you are doing good things, Roderick. I see a future for you. I hope that you see it out as well.
I don't need a future for myself. Just for the boy.
And I hope he returns as well. Trust in yourself. Someone has to, right? Good night, Roderick.
Not.
He turns and leaves and goes back into the tower. Who's next?
I'll wake up Blair.
Blair.
Blair, who can't see shit.
Well, they have disadvantage anyway, so
Yeah,
it's
makes
not
sense.
no different.
So Blair, go ahead and roll your perceptions.
First is okay. Second one's better, but I have to go to the first. 9 plus perception of 3, 4, 12. Just sitting staring at Gundry the whole time.
Yeah, the inside of the hut, I believe, has dim light. Yeah, Roderick can command it to become dimly lit or dark whenever he wants to. So we'll say
So
dim
can you,
light
like,
for the
see
purposes
through it?
of... No.
Yeah, we can see
You
through
can-
it, but they can't see into it.
You can see out
Oh, cool. That's
like a
awesome.
two-way mirror. Yeah.
One-way mirror.
One-way mirror. What did I say?
Two-way.
The best kind of way.
That's just a window.
Yeah. Your watch goes on, Blair, as you stare at Roderick. You kind of see him begin to kick
Oh, not
his leg
Roderick.
out
I'm staring
a
at
little
Gundrick. Sorry. If I
bit.
said
Whatever,
Roderick,
dude. It doesn't...
One of the Ricks.
Yeah.
The one that's gonna turn into a werewolf. I'm staring at.
You see, there's like a moment in his dream where he's like kicking his leg a little bit, and you're like, and then he stops.
Hand on the sword hilt, and put it back.
But nothing more for you on your watch. And the last one, who's taking it?
Yeah, wake up.
Kia will take it.
Tia, roll a perception check for me. You have
disadvantage.
cured 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh, okay. Disadvantage. Ooh, 18.
18. Okay. Pretty early on in your watch, you begin to see or hear movement as it comes up to the side of the dome. You see a woman, womanish, humanoid, thin and lithe with long matted hair and kind of brighter eyes. You recognize this individual. You last saw them in Vallaki before you hopped a fence.
Oh.
You watch as she kind of sidles up to the dome and just kind of puts her ear up to it and then kind of just taps on it a couple times with this longer pointed fingernail. She kind of peers inwards but can't see anything. Kind of... Go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, she hasn't said anything, so...
She kind of taps on it again. You're not entirely sure if she's testing it for its structural stability or if she's trying to figure out if anyone's inside or what she's doing, but she's just tapping.
I'm gonna check something real quick. See if I got like a skill or something I can use here. I want to use, if it's possible, Eye for Detail. So at a 3rd level, I can use a bonus action to make a perception check, spot a hidden creature or object, or to make an intelligence check to check or uncover or decipher clues. So I guess the way she's tapping, or like just her facial gestures or whatnot, maybe I can get a bit more to see if she's looking for something exactly, or structural integrity, as you said.
You can roll intelligence, or if you would rather roll insight, that's up to you.
Okay, I'm rolling insight. Well, 11.
11. She's definitely not damaging the bubble or kind of really testing the bubble at all. There's some understanding of that bubble's not going for sure. Um, you gather it's more in a communicative kind of way. Probably doesn't know what's inside the bubble, just knows that someone's in there.
And this is the, I can recognize this is the vampire that Hope killed the guard with me, right?
Yes.
It's one vampire. It's one. Right? Tia's gonna say something. She's gonna say, I see we meet again, in a low voice.
You kind of see her like briefly jump before the hands splay out wide and spindly on the bubble, and the ear goes up to it. And kind of this like almost unnaturally bendy way. Well, you are kind of the person I was trying to see. Is person offensive? I'm sorry. I don't really know how it works with your kind.
Oh, that's quite all right. Can I help you, Miss? I never got your name.
And you probably won't.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
I've come to convey a message. For you. Specifically for you.
Alright.
The Dread Lord is requesting your audience tonight. You are aware of the terms of your deal, yes?
Yes, a head for a head, has he specifically said?
Sure. Something like that. Just make sure you're at the castle by early evening tonight.
Wait, early evening. What time is it?
Oh, well, today it's early morning.
Oh, it's a new day. Oh, okay. Sorry.
But, tonight, you will meet him there and he will take you to where you are supposed to go. Because of this, you have his word that he will not be present here at this tower if your friends are here. And so, if you fail to impress him, no harm should come to your friends tonight.
Right. Well, I guess early evening. I'll see him at his mansion, I suppose.
Good. Make sure you are prepared. That's all. And she kind
sure
of
you
like
can't tell me your name. This is. I at least just want to know it.
make a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be. Oh, it's gonna be disadvantage. Well, 10.
10.
Yep.
I've been told how your people work.
Well, if you've been told, you should know that I did not ask it in the correct way.
Yours first, from you.
Well, you should know my name.
I do, but introductions are so less formal.
Tia.
Nice to meet you, Tia. My name is Vila.
It was nice to meet you, Vila.
That is all. And she kind of like retracts from the bubble, but still keeping her hands there, and kind of just looks inwards. Stay away from the dwarf. I don't like that he's turning.
Well, keep that in mind.
And she doesn't turn, she just slowly backs up. Until she's at the causeway, and then kind of like almost quickly turns and then on all fours just scampers out into the forest somewhere.
Yeah.
I hate that grudge walk.
Yeah, it's real like Ringo. But apart from that, your night's watch concludes. And as the morning overtakes Van Richten's tower and Esmeralda's wagon, you all awake. One less level of exhaustion than you were at previously.
Yay, I didn't have any.
And
Now you have negative any.
Ooh, I gain non-exhaustion.
You gain awakeness.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm woke, baby.
I slept great. How about you guys? Here, let's switch Babushka, and he'll just like pop out of those and just kind of grab them off her hands.
So that's not going to be a solution. We have to kill him now.
Hey, it didn't go crazy.
Yet.
Blair, hold him.
Grab him.
Whoa,
Doesn't matter because
whoa.
he can still just do the thing.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, here, hold on. Before we do that, let's go do the thing with the mage, yeah?
Hmm.
And
I'm
then
gonna
maybe he can give us any info.
put a hand on Gundrick's shoulder.
Look, I understand you really want to try this thing, but we need these allies. And we have to look over our shoulders 24/7, not knowing when you might attack us. It's just better to be safe. You don't see that.
Oh,
You put us all in danger.
I guess. Well, if you think it's what is best, Gundrick, you can do your magic thing.
Roderick, you used your own character's name for somebody else.
You must be tired still.
A little bit. I had some very fun dreams. Yeah. No, I mean, if that's what you fellows want to do, I thought it could be useful in the battle against Strahd, but if you
I
think
know
he
you
knows
did.
best,
Look, sorry you didn't get to have your fun in the fields, but maybe we can maybe we can still play fetch sometime.
I'd like to remove curse.
Okay. I'll double check the spell, but I'm
Hours of
pretty sure
life
this is the spell.
Do you have the components for it?
Oh, is it a component thing?
There are no material components for remove
Oh,
curse.
wow. There
Okay, I
is.
was gonna say I didn't think there was, but
I'm thinking of a different spell then.
So, Roderick, how do you remove Gundrick's curse?
shoot, yeah, I feel like I stick my hand directly like on his forehead and grasp it, and I start chanting something in some other dialect, and this dark energy starts like removing from his eyes, like bleeding out of his eyes.
So,
His curse.
oh,
Gundrick,
that's unpleasant.
do you resist?
I mean, does it even matter with remove curse?
If the DM's asking, they
I'm
probably
gonna
would
add a
use-
little homebrew here. If you really want to resist, I'll make it a save. He's Avatar: The Last Airbender in you right now. So
It's true.
I mean, oh my god. Does it try to resist itself?
well, yeah.
I guess like, God. I mean, he is not a liar as much as he says a bunch of stupid crap. So he told Roderick he was fine with it, so he's not gonna resist it.
Okay. You feel the for lack of a better word, you feel the poison drift out of you. As Roderick does so, the rest of you watch as Gundrick's nose, eyes, ears, and mouth just begin pouring out with this faint purplish black liquid. That gets
What does it
swiftly
taste like?
picked up. It tastes like, well, yeah. I mean, it tastes like matted fur. And rotten yellow teeth is what it tastes like. And as the ichor is drawn from his orifices and coalesces, Roderick just disposes of it. And it goes.
Sorry.
So well and good. Might not have made for quite this song if I ripped his head off with my strange hairy arms. It'd probably sound better if I, do a block with my shield and hit him with my hammer, and it'll be good. It'll be good.
Not even lycanthropy could take hold in the veins of Gundrick.
That's right. Oh, that is good. Oh, Roderick, you're very smart. I'm glad I listened to you on this.
Gundrick, you are strong enough that you don't need that to aid you. If I didn't have this curse, I would have been dead long ago. But you were mighty strong on your own.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate this. But at the end of the day, it'll be us together. That's what will take care of this beast. Our strength as a group.
She'll take the sword off her side and hold it out for Roderick. Well, he's not the werewolf anymore, so I don't need this, I suppose.
Keep it.
Alright.
Once Strahd's dealt with, then maybe return it.
Alright. Put it back. We have a mage to unmadden.
And I have
NFL.
one last thing I'll have to do. I want to send a message to Milvoy.
Young Milvoy.
Okay.
Man, I wish that was a ritual. This really makes sending a ritual.
No, because then people would just use it all the time.
I
That's
know.
also true.
Yeah, so my message is Milvoy, where are you? What do you see? It's 9 words. We are at the tower. That's 14 words. I hope you're safe. Lean on your training. I'll find you.
Okay. So, as you send out the message, go ahead, roll d20 for me.
Oh boy. Is that 14?
Okay. Yeah. The message does come back through. You hear him say, "Good, you're alive. That's good. I don't know where I am."
I asked him what he sees, so we'll find a way to throw that in there.
It's in the forest. How many have I got left?
That's 15, so you have 10.
I see a lot of flowers, and I don't know, there's this big tree.
I don't know. There's.
Is Gar there?
You don't know.
Oh boy, did he ever meet Gar? He did, right? Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
he would have.
Yeah. He's definitely at
the Druid Sanctuary thing. Damn, dude.
Shit.
Roderick doesn't know that, but
No one knows that. If that's even where he is. You know how many trees there are in Barovia, dude?
he said flowers and a giant tree, you know?
Well,
All right, so do we go knock some sense into this mage?
Not sure we'll be doing knocking. Milovoy's okay, by the way. Says he's in a forest, trying to buy flowers and a big tree. It's not super helpful, but
Not
at least he's
all.
alive.
That is good news. Are there lots of flowers in Barovia? Maybe that's something.
Is there a lot of flowers in Barovia? Like in the forests?
there are flowers in Barovia Forest, yeah.
Duh. Well,
Gundrick, you hear in your head, is Milovoy the one who ran off with the girl?
no, Babushka, that is Malin.
Why didn't we message this one? That one
Too
was
much
the,
care
the
about
better
me.
one.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it kind of, he's a cool guy. Runs up, does his own thing, He'd probably be fine. You got to make sure the boy's okay. He doesn't have armor. I took it back off of him.
Yes, but the little boy was a little stronger, a little more built. The Milovoy kid, he was not. He's flimsy. He had a little hat on.
He's a
Malin.
smooth talker, though.
Now you're mixing their names.
Do you think in my old age everyone has their own names? Remember when you were in school and I called everyone Jimmy?
Bah.
That's because they were all named Jimmy.
Oh, Babushka.
It's the whole clan of dwarves named Jimmy. And one Gundrich.
That's why he's an outcast.
Clan, Jimmy. Good clan. Well, Babushka, I can't really remember actually if this happened or not last time, but I guess you're gonna go poof when I go in there. So, I'll see you in a bit, okay?
Okay, time for my nap.
We gotta get the mage, bring him outside. He said it doesn't work in there.
Yeah. Blair, do you want to go get him with me?
So,
All right.
as Gundrick and Blair get up to go and enter the tower, doing the dance to get in first, we'll end the episode right there. So thanks everyone for watching.
In this tower.
This will maybe not be the last session. You guys will probably be here when Tia's off doing her thing with Strahd, so we'll see. But thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for coming out. We appreciate it. Let's keep making stories together.
Yeah.
And we'll catch you guys next week. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.